Children of all ages, welcome to another We Are Movie Club Hangout. I'm Kamurai, and on the line we have...
Who's
going?
Who's first?
There's an order on the thing.
Is it left to right or right to left?
Chris, it's you first.
Oh, hi, I'm Chris, although most people know me as either NZ Chris Girl, which no one in America gets right. It's NZ, not NZ. Although, for some bizarre reason, I keep getting called Glossaholic on SourceFed Movie Club.
Okay. Who's next?
That would be you, Liam.
Children of all ages, welcome to another We Are Movie Club Hangout. Who is watching the video?
Who's guilty of that?
On the line we have...
Who's watching it?
It's not me.
Okay, it's definitely not me.
Oh, it's me. I apologize.
Nina, what did you do to get in? Jenny, I'm sorry, are we still in intros? Go ahead.
Yeah, or
Oh,
did Liam even go?
no, Liam didn't go.
Hi everybody, my name's Salvatorix, and I am known as Regular Scott on SourceFed's Movie Club. My real name is Liam, so hi.
You're way too hyper when you are, like, not overtired.
I know, this is gonna be different.
It's beautiful, though.
Thank you.
I'm Tor, Tor's Times, also referred to as Biker Babe, because I'm clearly so badass.
Okay. Hi, I'm Nina. I get called Felicia tonight on SourceFed Nerd Movie Club.
Oh, you're more of a DTV. Oh man, I can't even say it.
Did you just say you're more of a DTF?
No, I'm not DTF.
DTFBA, darling. That's what I was going to say.
I have a lot of channel names over various media sites.
This is a day of failure for me. We can just get Jenny in on the chat. I think I'll call it a win.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna go close my door real quick.
Yay! I don't know why I'm yaying. I'm just excited. Real quick, I know Nina was interested in this, so I guess the first thing we can do is you guys can notice on the bottom of my screen, I've got the lower third going.
Yep, we figured that out, huh?
Yep. So the way we do this is if you go to the left, whatever direction that actually is for you, and go to the ... for the applications, there's a tool called Hangout Toolbox. Yep.
Cool.
And the very first option when you select that and after you get it loaded and everything is lower third. Very clear. You get two boxes. The top box where it says Kamurai will kind of just go on forever. I'll demonstrate.
Okay.
Okay, while you're demonstrating, I'm going to just get some booze. Hang on. Can you get me just a bottle of drink? It's midday, so I'm allowed.
She's not going to get it. She's going to order it. Garçon.
Wait, so what do we do?
You know what? I can't even see it because the things. I didn't do it. Why? Maybe it was too long.
The thing hangs.
Okay, so if you go to the left side there where all the tools are, like Google Effects and everything, there's a ... at the bottom.
Yeah.
If you go to Add App and then you look for Hangout Toolbox.
Okay.
There we go.
I'm going to get rid of the nonsense on mine.
There we go.
So should we put We Are Movie Club there?
I put it just to put something there because I didn't know what I wanted to put. You only get 25 characters on the bottom one, so it's a little different. I didn't know what I wanted to put.
I suck.
It's supposed to be following along. Come on now.
I need an alcohol. Sorry.
Toolbox.
I've got it now.
What time is it where you are? Because nobody else is drinking, and we're like night.
Well, technically, it's kind of like midday, so I mean, it's socially acceptable to drink at midday.
5 o'clock somewhere.
It's always drinking time somewhere. I'm gonna go.
5 o'clock here.
Accept.
I already got enough crap from Cam last night for drinking baby duck, so.
It's called baby duck. If it's infant fowls, I don't know.
Infant
I
fowls
challenge
are
you to find
adorable.
any other champagne for $6.
Okay, so what was the thingy that I was supposed to put somewhere with the thingy?
Hangout toolbox.
I've got the toolbox open.
The first one.
The first
little,
one is
like,
the lower third. Yeah.
The one that looks like the little person-y thingy?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Woo! Yay! Cool. Awesome.
Oh, I can control your volumes too.
Perfect.
Oh my god, I can't type. I'm drunk
Okay.
already.
Don't know what just happened on your guys' side, but I just muted everything through the toolbox.
Don't do that.
I just clicked on it. I didn't know what it did. I didn't know it was the warhead.
Yeah.
I'm afraid Jenny's gonna give up on us.
Okay.
Oh God. Try me again.
Mama!
Mm-hmm.
Who's upset about what?
Me, because I'm mental. It's mine backwards.
No,
Yeah,
it's backwards for you.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you know what? If you want to see it how we see it, there's actually right next to the on-off button is a little mirror. You can click that and it'll flip your screen so you can see what we see.
Ah, perfect.
Uh,
There we go.
I find it very disorienting to keep it that
oh,
way.
you like it.
Mirror?
Yeah, to keep it mirrored. Because when I do this, I expect my finger to be going this way, and all of a sudden it's going that way.
Yeah.
So
It's
if
a
I'm
little
doing
bit
like
weird.
this, and I don't know what I'm doing, it's probably mirrored.
It's a little bit weird, but my camera, when I flip the view screen out, and it mirrors all the time for me, so I've gotten used to it.
Oh, see? Just desensitize yourself.
Okay, I think I have figured this out. Go me.
Because I used
Yay!
to point at the like button and the subscribe button when there used to be a subscribe button up there.
Sorry.
I was like, wait, where is it now? But it was really great because I have stuff on the walls, so I always knew where I was pointing because it would show up in the video and I'd be like, oh, I'm pointing the wrong way.
Oh,
Okay.
and have we figured it out how we can see people who are leaving comments?
Oh, yeah.
That's that comment tracker right here, right?
The Q&A
Is there-
thing?
Now the Q&A thing is there, but I can't guarantee
I can see my
anything
sister
from that.
commenting.
Okay, now she's putting in questions that your hair looks awesome.
And
Your hair
that
does
is
look
great.
Yes. Okay, so let's answer this one because this is a nice exercise here. So yes, Isha J is wondering if Adam is working, and Tor, do you want to take that one?
Adam is working.
Okay, so we got that question out of the way.
And
Yay.
their servers are down, so people are calling and getting put on hold only to get answered and be told that the servers are down so they can't do anything.
Fun.
It's having a good night.
That sounds like my job.
Hair work.
Oh. It won't work. No.
No, my hair was tangling into my wire
Oh.
I see.
because I have a lion's mane.
Do you have a light pointed at you?
Kind of.
Nina? Okay. Adam was having the same issue yesterday because he was trying to figure out how to light that other room that he goes to. I don't
Yeah.
know if you've been in on that. I told him to flip it and bounce it off the wall. I don't know if your walls are too dark for that or.
Mm,
And then
Do it like
looks like she has way too much sunlight going on.
do it like that. How's that for everyone?
That looks a lot better.
Cool.
Looks
I
good.
figured you might care.
I don't, honestly.
Because we're professionals.
Probably really have tried to figure out how all this stuff works before I jumped on in, eh?
I'm glad you started. Can I just get rid of questions? I can. You can just get rid of questions without answering them.
Perfect.
So that's neat.
So do
that's
we
the
want to talk
question
about
thing.
the Star Wars thing that we were talking about on Twitter?
I do. I have something I want to do before that, but I was trying to get Jenny on so we can get her opinion on the first topic.
I guess we should also tell everyone how that comment stream started.
I think it was just me saying weird things, but why don't you go ahead and lead into that, and while I try to get her in here somehow.
On Wednesday, I was trying to work, and I was the only person in my house, and there are 6 dogs currently in my house, and they were all barking all the time. I was just like, I just want to get my word count done. Can you just wait till someone else is here? And so I complained about this on Twitter and was just like, "Rah! Stop barking!" And he was like, that makes you really interesting in the Star Wars universe.
I think I said something like you could be, you'd make a very interesting dark side Jedi. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why? Just like, be quiet, dogs. I'm Darth Vader now.
And just doing like the Darth Vader quiet, evil ones.
He doesn't even like force choke them. He like force turns the vacuum cleaner on.
Yes.
Or just the Emperor comes in with Force lightning and then they all just cower underneath the covers.
Yeah.
You know?
What is happening?
I was totally seeing Force lightning out the window, but
I think it's because I'm just naturally like normal on my social media, and when I get like that, it's always so random.
Yeah.
I'm like always random. I don't even think I know how to be normal anymore. I'm about as random as they come.
That's fine.
Hold on, you're drinking. I wish I'd. Aww.
I know. I'm seriously considering calling the Beer Express to get something delivered.
Wait, what? You get beer delivered?
Yeah, we have a beer delivery service.
I mean, I've got the shop down the road from me.
They have a right.
I think more places should deliver. Like around here, hardly anything delivers. If we want anything, we've basically got a choice of pizza delivery.
Pizza.
Or I think maybe like one Indian place that delivers, nothing else does. Bloody annoying. Stupid, uncivilized New Zealand.
The Beer Express, you can basically call them, tell them to go pick up whatever you want. So say I ordered something from McDonald's, I'd say, go get my McDonald's and a Mickey and a pack of smokes and bring it to me, and then I would pay them.
That's really
You
cool.
wouldn't even need to leave your house. That is awesome.
You know what I wish they did here, like in my city, is grocery delivery service.
yes, I was just about to say that, like Pink Dot or something.
Yeah, we've got that. That's pretty good. It's so bloody expensive though. Like you have to pay so much extra, and they don't have everything from the supermarket on the list. But you can get. My next door neighbour gets all of his groceries delivered. So.
Yeah,
I
but
think we get ours
I
delivered
don't
once in a
like
while.
people at the grocery store.
I use self-checkout whenever I can, just so I don't have to argue with people.
I got like trolley checked by this lady the other day at the supermarket who just like rammed into me and just stared at me. So, you know, I insulted her in Shakespearean and then to make it a bit more modern added a bitch at the end because, you know, I'm not that weird.
Added a bitch at the end because really, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
But it's just like, I dread going to the supermarket at Christmas. Like, people are vicious. It's like, oh my god, the supermarket will be closed for a day. Definitely, I need the 8 rolls of toilet paper or my world will end. Like, my god. They're horrible.
We have so many Catholics in San Antonio. Like, going to the grocery store the day before Christmas is a nightmare.
I never recommend doing it. It's just, you're just asking for trouble if you do.
I got my hair cut 2 years ago on Christmas Eve while I had the flu.
How did that turn out? Was that a bad experience, like the whole getting your hair cut, or?
While I had the flu, yeah, because
I
the
mean-
woman barely spoke English.
You want shave head? No.
Did you go to like a Lebanese hair salon?
No, I went to the beauty school, and apparently she only spoke like very little English, but lots of Spanish. I was like, that's great. I don't speak Spanish though.
Oh gosh.
Let me see if
I'm such a hair snob though. Like I will only go to, like my one hairstylist because I remember I had this one time and I came out with this freakishly huge Farrah Fawcett Charlie's Angel disaster, and I was like, and I was going through my like super nice face, so I'm like, yeah, it looks lovely, and then ran to the bathroom and cried and just like doused my hair in water because it was like it was out here, it was messy. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. So, but you know, still paid my money and said, oh, it was lovely.
Yeah, of course you did.
Now I'm not so nice. So.
Well, you can hardly tell.
I can't go to hair salons. I'm too scared. I don't let people cut my hair.
I haven't been since January, so yeah.
I got my haircut 6 months ago. I don't know. It's on my channel.
You getting your hair cut?
Not, well, me saying, hey, I cut my hair. Let me put that on.
World's shortest video.
What in the world?
You know, it's still consciously going through my mind the fact that, like, when most of you guys were born, I was, like, a lot older. Like,
How old are you?
Wow. How old do you think I am?
I think she's mine and Adam's age. I think she's like about 30, give or take a year.
That sounds about right.
Oh, god damn it, so I do look my age. That sucks.
I honestly, like, everyone else was like, oh, I'm 26. And I'm like, wow, I'm the baby. But Liam is younger
I think
than
Liam's
I
the
am.
baby.
Liam's a big Scottish baby.
It's either me or Jennel, I think.
I think Jennel's younger. I think.
Who's excited for the Addams Family?
Yeah.
Yay, finally. So good.
I can't
What?
remember. I can't remember it. Like I don't remember it well enough to be excited.
It's
Well,
good to be excited.
Addams Family Values is always a big hit in my house. But it's not that one.
Okay, this is insane. I can't find Jenny on the Hangouts option in general, but I can find her on my page, and then I can't get myself notifications. Stupid Google Plus. Okay.
What you're saying is that Google Plus is fucked.
I'm saying fuck you, Google Plus. That's what I'm saying.
I like you, sir. That is exactly what I'm thinking.
You know,
You know what? I think.
I understand why they did it. For as stupid as it is.
You know what? Well, okay, hold on. Hold that thought for just a second, Nina. I want to share a video with everybody. If you'll go to the left and select the YouTube option, I've got it queued up on a playlist.
Left to YouTube option. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah, so let's all watch this, and then I'll stop when she stops singing. But
Oh, I know who you
yeah, so some of you may know this, and then like we'll discuss, and I guess Nina, you can lead with your explanations because I need them. To be
Okay.
honest with you.
Cool.
I'm sorry, everybody's there, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
William looks lost and tore left, so whatever.
I'm not seeing it.
Wait, do I have to push play on it to make it work?
Can you not see it?
I think.
Maybe. Oh.
Are you just screwing with it now? Come on about the weather.
Immigration. Established midnight registration. Fuck you, Google. Fuck. Your website can't get.
For the love of God, mute your computers.
Aww. That was beautiful.
I agree. I've been listening to it like since she released it. I think we've come to a close on Jenny joining right now, unless she makes some kind of miracle attempt. I mean, let's real quick. I know I said we were gonna start with Nina's explanations of the beauties of Google Plus, but I just really love that song. It really expresses most of how I feel about this. You guys feel kind of similar?
Yeah, pretty. I mean, I'm not saying I'm the most untech savvy person in the world, but Google Plus just messes with my head so much. I cannot figure it out.
Yeah. It's like anytime you want to do something, you end up taking like 20 steps to do what should have taken 3 because just everything's just weirdly buried somewhere. It's not intuitive.
No, it's not. I agree. Liam?
To be perfectly honest, I think I've kind What's that going?
Shit.
Somebody's actually watching the video still.
Okay.
Put the comments back.
Kiwi.
Do we want to just...
It's fine. Just mute your microphone when you go to do stuff like that. That way we can't all hear it. But Liam, what you were saying?
I think, actually, to be honest, I've kind of gotten used to it. I mean, I know it's very, very annoying, and I like the old system better, but I know I've gotten used to it now. So.
Are you talking just about the comments?
Well, yeah, just the comments, to be honest.
Yeah, now I agree with you. The comments are closer to what they should have been when they first made them. Now, what they need to do is go ahead and regulate them down so you're not getting like big ASCII pictures and all that. But it should have been threaded properly in the first place. But Nina, I think you have some very important things to say.
Okay. Let me find one of the videos that made some really good comments about how I feel about this. What the hell is going on here? Oh, more people. I commented on the Emma-approved question and answer, and I have a really popular comment, unfortunately, so I always get notifications about, hey, people like your comment.
Yeah, I was doing that the first couple episodes, but I haven't got myself to go back into it quite yet.
Yeah, last week's movie club, and someone said like, oh, I made a food metaphor, so I'm a real movie reviewer now. And like 50 million people were liking that comment, and I was getting notification after notification after notification. And I'm like, okay, I mean, whilst it's cool to know that, yay, something my name is on is kind of getting some play, I really don't need to know about it all the time. But in general, the new layout of the comments I kind of like. It's the rest of it. I just can't figure it out.
Okay, put that in there. So a lot of my thing about it was that you would hear people talk about the comments and talk about YouTube, and no one ever said, "Oh my God, I love the comments on YouTube." And like Google is a corporation. They need to make money in order to survive, and they put all this money into Google Plus. And so yeah, what are they going to do? They have a willing audience basically tethered to YouTube, and they can do pretty much whatever they want. While it's not fantastic, they're doing what makes business sense.
And I would actually disagree, because they're annoying their clientele. And Hank Green made a lot of good points that YouTube doesn't know how to do or deal with their communities. They don't really know how to do web design, and I've said this kind of thing before. The correct answer was to do it right in the first place.
Yes.
Which they obviously didn't, which is why Google Plus never took off on its own. And the only way that it's going anywhere is by tethering it to YouTube, because you're right, they do have a resource for us as a community.
And I will make the unpopular opinion, but true nonetheless, that Google doesn't have to care about the community. That's our job.
I disagree with that as a principle, but in reality, I think you're ultimately right. They only have to care about us as much as we actually stay with it. But it would take one good alternative, I think, to leave Google in the dust.
Yeah, unfortunately, no one has the intensive capital that Google does.
And that's true. And I don't know. I really wish, because it's not a hard plan. You take YouTube, you pick all the best parts out of it that we've had before, the things that people are clamoring for, and you do it. You could probably right-click, copy the source for the web page, and make some simple modifications, do some back-end stuff. You could have it up in a weekend. But your point stands that you still need capital to get the servers up and manage all the traffic.
And that was one of the big things, the big discussions, when video responses went out of the wayside, is that...
Still dumb.
Yeah,
I'm still pissed off about that, seriously pissed.
Is that Google has made it very clear from pretty much the get-go that it doesn't care about the communities. It cares about what it's bringing in.
It's revenue.
And yeah, they've been very clear on that, and unfortunately, they have, what's worked for them in the past is sort of giving into us, but they're realizing that they are much more powerful than we gave them credit for.
Yeah. I don't know, but ultimately, at least as far as Google Plus is concerned, because the comments I think are only going to get better. I think they'll be able to, the next change, they'll be able to fix a couple things. People will complain less. But Google Plus, they ask people forever and a day, do you want to do this? And most people were saying no. And then they asked if you want to have the same name or whatever and create a Google Plus page. Yeah. And then you have all those false pages being created.
Yeah. That is
just do it. Be like, hey, we're going to Google Plus. Fucking deal with it. I would be better with that than asking me for 6 months.
That is the one thing that I kind of wish I could figure out how to get rid of, is the personal, obviously I'm using it right now, but I don't want to have, because I don't use this as my public, I use my Vlog Life Nina as my public image, and Nina Swafford is so far removed from actual reality. And so I have a personal Gmail that I use for that.
Well, the thing is because the way Google thinks, which is wrong, is that everybody would have one email to service all their needs. So that's obviously who they are. So if they link everything to that, it'll be fine. Which your Gmail links to your Google Plus links to your YouTube. So theoretically, you have a one-to-one-to-one, which isn't the case because they gave people the option to create extra pages just for their YouTube account. So now you have a split there. Plus, other people have multiple Gmail accounts. Like I've actually got 4 Gmail emails, and then I've got 3 YouTube channels and 5 Google Plus accounts because of the 3 YouTube channels.
I like the fact that they have now integrated that if you want a new channel for whatever reason, like you're a vlogger who wants to do beauty videos for whatever reason, you can have more than one YouTube account on that Gmail.
It's better. It's better than it used to be, but they still did it wrong. The way they need to do it is do database dependencies. You need to be able to have a record for an account, label it as like a master. Like let's take Philip DeFranco for an instance. Like SXE Phil would be his master channel, his DeFranco Inc. channel, and then he would be able to have slave channels to each of those and just add or create a new account, add it to that, and then you'd be able to swap it. Like I should be able to give control of Jam on Toast to my HTTP. I can manage it, which I do, but it's not the same. It's not the same thing. It's not someone can subscribe to my network, which would be HTKB, and then do this. And they were trying to do that. Do you remember when they used to have it like, and you can subscribe to all these other things?
Yeah.
But it was too noisy.
Yeah.
It's like they get so close.
But like the whole new Google Plus and YouTube thing really isn't designed for people who massively segment their life. And I have a very different work persona than I do to my normal everyday persona. And then I've got members of my family that I want to have no idea of what I'm doing compared to other friends I have. And so my life is so segmented with so many different emails that it just becomes a complete mindfuck because they're trying to force you to have everything linked up together. But at the end of the day, I really don't want it all linked up. I don't want all of these. Like, I don't want the people that I work with to know a lot of the things that I do in my personal life, just mostly because it could reflect really badly on my working relationships.
Yeah,
like, they don't need to see, like, you know, video footage of me passed out drunk in a bathtub laden with alcohol. Like, no one needs to see that I work with. But, you know, other friends and stuff, that stuff I don't really care about.
And that's
I agree. I would
my
want my life
like
segmented like that. So
I like having my personal life. Like, I have friends who sometimes watch my videos, sometimes don't, but they should be able to be away from my public persona.
Yep. And I totally and my issue is a back-end issue because it's not even a public thing that everyone can see that they need to fix. It's all their back-end stuff that I can tell what they're doing because I know enough about the things even if I can't just go and do it myself.
Yeah.
Because what it needs to be, and it's so funny because it's so different than how the video game industry is going right now. It needs to be all in one. It all needs to link back to one person, and then you can have a virtual equivalent of that. But you need to be able to organize and segment all that nonsense yourself. You need control of that.
Yeah, and I think they are starting to get it because, I mean, there's only so much you can do with a controlled population like they just had, you know, before they implemented it site-wide. And they needed the big test to see what kind of problems were going to arise. And, you know, you can give feedback at the bottom of the YouTube page, and it will work.
Of YouTube's YouTube page? Is that what you meant?
No. There's just at the bottom of any YouTube page, there is a send feedback button.
Oh, Isha's blowing up the comment or the question section.
Oh.
I still can't see that.
If you go to the left side, there's a Q&A button. I forgot to leave it open.
Okay.
But I mean, we're kind of coming to a close. That everyone feels a little bit different. Some people feel more positive than others. Ultimately, we can't do a whole lot about it. But I think we'll always be moving to something better. Sorry, that was gross. Even if we're going to take some down steps in the meantime.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Google does a lot of things right, but it also has to experiment with what it can do wrong.
Yeah, and you're absolutely right. Real quick, let's change up and look at some of these questions. Most of them are from Isha.
Yes.
That's great that she's our age.
Moi, je parle Arabic.
Tor, how old are you? You're 5 years younger than Isha. Okay. She's saying she's 29.
I love her comment about how the young guys seem pretty mature, and I'm sitting here going, yeah, I'm like the oldest one here, and yet all the younger ones seem like way more mature than me.
No, that's nonsense. Up until right before we started doing this whole thing, I still have Lego Marvel on my Xbox.
Do you love it?
Right now.
I was playing Pokemon today.
Do you love it?
Lego Marvel or does Cam like Pokemon?
Well, both of you, but.
Oh yeah, go Liam.
I've already completed the whole game in a day.
Really?
Yeah.
You blow through titles, man. You need to do a video game review sometime.
Oh, I don't think people would want to watch that. That'd just be me shouting at the screen constantly.
That's exactly what people would want to see.
That's exactly what PewDiePie does.
Yeah, I was gonna say a lot of people would probably get more hits with that. What I was asking for is a review, not a let's play.
Oh, okay.
What did you think of the game?
Yeah.
But yeah, and you're one of the few, because not everybody's into video games, and I know like Tor's really select. I know you're into games. Baxtorn's into games. So I need to get some feedback from actual people who are into games on Gaming Division. If I need to switch it up somehow. When
it comes to gaming, I have like the worst confession in the world, and the fact that I have never played a video game right to the very end. Like, I've never completed a single video game. And I used to run a video store and be a buyer, and my husband runs 7 video stores. So we have thousands of games in the house that we don't have to pay for, and I have never completed one of them. Because
I'm in the same boat as you.
Can I just let you know how jealous I am of you? Got all those video games.
We don't have room for them all, and I think that's part of the problem, is because we get so many and they're just stacked up in all of these bins that, like, whenever I'm more like, you know what, I really want to play like the first Assassin's Creed, I have to go through like 30 of these under bed storage bins to try and find it, and it's too stressful. So I'm like, I can't cope.
All these video games, all these DVDs and video games. Oh no.
I'm just picturing taking like a bath.
Like, these poor video games are just like sitting there going, I'm not living out my life's potential. I was born and made solely to be played, and you're just leaving me here like an overly expensive paperweight. It's ridiculous. But yes, that was my New Year's resolution, was to pick at least one game and play it all the way through. And I haven't yet. I suck.
You still got time?
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah. No, I really should. I should just pick something. What would be the best game for the first game to pick, then, for me to play all the way through?
What systems are you talking about? Ooh, that's a good one.
What system? We have everything. Our living room looks like a NASA command center. It's a bit ridiculous.
One of the first video games I finished all the way through was Star Wars. What's it called?
Knights of the Old Republic?
That one.
Ooh.
Very good game.
I didn't finish that one.
That's only ones that I recently remember. I got pretty far in Spyro and Crash Bandicoot too.
Oh yeah, I suppose I did all of those when I was younger, but it was just like, as soon as I stopped having to pay for video games and started getting them all free, it was like there were too many coming in and I couldn't keep up. And I'm sorry, it makes me sound really wanky, but it's like I have too many games.
I completely get that. Like, I go to the library now and I pick up 4 books, and I'm like, I'm not going to finish these in 3 weeks because
Yeah.
I have a mind-blowing number of other shit to do.
That's why I can't read anymore.
There is not enough time in the day to get everything done. And I have like this pile of books, this pile of games, and this pile of TV. My Netflix account right now is ridiculous. And I'm looking at it going, there is no way I am going to watch everything that is on this list. It's too out of control. I can't cope. No.
I did start reading this one, though.
Oh, cool.
I think I read that. That's the comic book?
Yeah, it's The Killing Joke.
Yes!
Yeah, that
yes.
made me read that.
That's one. Anyone who really is a Batman fan should try to read that.
I
need to get back around to it.
I'm not a Batman fan, and I kind of wanted to like see what all the hype was about. So I was like, I've heard about The Killing Joke.
Thank God Adam's not here. He just tear shit up right now.
Yeah, he would.
No, it's not a bad comic, but it's like he's like super like into Batman, whereas I'm just like, I like Superman, Batman, whatever, he's okay. And Adam's like, oh, but there's so much symbolism, like look at the artwork on this last page, and they're like linking me to like pages of like conspiracy theorists about how the Killing Joke is like the mental connection between Batman and the Joker, and like a fucking biography comes up, and I'm like, I don't care that much. Like, it's interesting to a point, but like, you know, it's just not that important to me.
Oh man. But I don't know. Kiwi, if you're talking about console gaming and whatnot, I don't know. Oh no, you know what? I do know where to point you towards. Well, no, because then you gotta buy it. You're talking about discs you got laying around the house.
No, she doesn't.
Well, I was going to tell her to get on her PS3, go to the PSN network, and play Unfinished Swan.
I've heard it's really good, but I mean, my goal is I just want to, like, some of the ones that I have piled up that are like taller than me.
You'd have to show us the pile, and so we.
I will. All right, I will take a photo of it. It is out of control, but
Sounds like.
I mean, we managed to offload a bunch of them, but and just gave a few away as well. I mean, I'd give you guys some, but I think you guys run on NTSC over there, don't you? And we run on PAL.
It depends.
Wait,
I want to say
Liam,
it's
I
right
think you
most
run
of the
on
time.
PAL, don't you?
Yeah, we run on PAL. I'll take some of your games. I'm okay with that.
You know what? You could just take a ferry over to Australia and sell them like at half of the Australian price and make bank on it.
Oh, I could sell them. Well, I can't actually sell most of them here because they're promo versions. So they're full versions of the game, but it's not full retail version. Kind of like an ARC for a book. So I can't sell them. So we give them away, and you know.
Okay. Friends
who've got kids and stuff. Actually, I think last Halloween we gave away a whole like kids came up and they're like, here's some candy and some R-rated video games. Enjoy.
Here, kids, play more games.
Don't tell your parents where they came from.
Tell them some crazy lady on the street gave you them.
Yeah, that's not very far from the truth. I am the crazy lady on the street most of the time, so.
I'm picturing her with like a windowless van being like, hey kids, I got video games.
Oh no.
No.
Where did Tor go again?
Her and Adam both do that. They will get up in the middle of a conversation and leave.
What would that be like if it was in real life? You know, someone's having a conversation and it's like, you know what? I'll see you later.
And it's fine if no one was talking to her. But I think I was talking to Adam the other day. But like Tor got involved, and then like right after Tor got involved, he got up and went to get like a beer, or not a beer, but like get a drink or something, and. I was like, oh, Adam's gone, so we'll talk about Minecraft now.
Yeah. Also, you drinking your beer, I called the Beer Express, so.
Yeah, this is my girl.
So, I know.
I don't know, is that like.
So, what's everyone into right now? What's everyone into? Like,
What have you been
Every-
into?
You talking about fandoms?
fandoms and others.
Well, I've been trying to balance a bunch of stuff. I've been trying to do a bunch of stuff on my server. Tor and I figured out that I have some issues going on yesterday, so I've got to try to fix that. And it's just taking longer. I've got a hard drive I'm trying to recover, which is not going well. And so in the meantime, like I've been bouncing back and forth between a couple games, Faster Than Light and Pokemon World Online.
Yep.
And I really, really hate Steelix right now.
Yeah, I saw that rant post on Twitter.
Yeah, that was
What's Steelix?
It's the evolved form of Onyx. If you follow Pokemon at all, Onyx is like a big rock snake, and Steelix is if he was coated in metal.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
was gonna ask what Onyx was, and then I shut myself up and I thought about it. I'm like, how dare you,
It's a
man?
rock.
Well, I
It
don't know.
was initially a Pokemon with no evolution.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Is
And
like
then they
Tor and I are
upgraded it.
151s.
Yeah.
We like the original 151, but now we've got like 700, and including the X and Ys.
I stopped with Pokemon at like 350 or something.
And I want to say that's what Pokemon World Online uses, even though you can't get them all because of the way they set everything up. And I think if I can ever actually beat it, I'll just stop. Because no one else I know plays, so I don't feel safe trading my Kadabra and Haunter off, so that I can get them back evolutioned. And like so, I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna end up playing with these guys till the end of the game. And then after that, it's like, well, what's the point? I can go back and grab Johto Pokemon and start over, but why?
Okay, confession number 2. I hate Pokemon. Like,
Oh, get out. You're done. I'm muting your speaker.
Yeah. How do we close her down from the broadcast? No, I'm just kidding.
It's hard to like something that you've spent so many years selling to these annoying little brats that will literally get into fist fights with each other to be all like, oh my
yeah.
god, I totally want the last Pokemon game. Or like watching children, like, I mean, you're waiting for them to like pull out a pen and stab each other when they're in the middle of playing like a Pokemon trading card game. And
How
it
is
is
that any different than
Pokemon cards
I like the trading
banned
card
at my
game,
school
though.
because kids were choking each other to death.
I hate Pokemon. I loved like Dragon Ball Z and everything like that, but Pokemon, oh my god, it just irritated
How is that any
me.
different than sports where people literally kill people over a soccer
Behead
game?
referees.
That's awesome.
What?
Oh my god, Liam, did you watch the All Blacks game this morning? And we
No.
we only just managed to beat England. It was such a tight game, but I was very happy. Yay
My
me.
friends are still weeping over what happened last night.
You don't want to break out your Pokemon cards there, Kamurai.
Oh no.
Have you seen my collection video?
I remember you saying like you had all the little figurines, but
If you
Oh yeah,
seen my
you have like this
7 things
massive,
about
giant collection of like just jam-packed full of Pokemon stuff.
You know what?
like a billion.
but those are all decks. I mean, I don't know if you guys can see it. They're not very
I have
good.
more than that. More than
Yeah,
that.
I used to be a king of collecting Pokemon cards. My deck was this big.
Well, then it was a horrible deck. You not understand probability?
Is my Psyduck in here?
I think I have a shoebox full. Like, I don't actually have any decks made.
Yes, there's my Psyduck.
I don't think I have a Psyduck.
I lost all my Pokemon cards.
Did they beat you up and take them from you?
all the mean Scottish kids running about beating me up for Pokemon cards.
The Clefairy.
Clefairy. That's a
No,
Chansey.
Chansey. I always get them mixed up. They're both pink and adorable.
Yeah. I could go dress up like a Pikachu, but I won't because I think that Chris will reach through my monitor and strangle me.
I mean, okay, no, I will. If I had a Pikachu onesie, I would wear it at least. Just purely for the comfort reason. But the actual enjoyment of it being Pokemon, hell no. No. So comfortable.
And then I have a rubber ducky that's private.
Rubber duckies.
I used to have a onesie, except then I started doing rugby, and then I got bigger, and then it doesn't fit me anymore.
Well, you have to buy a new one.
And I don't have time for buying onesies. I'm too busy playing
There's
Lego Marvel.
always time for buying onesies.
I did find a Gengar onesie I wanted, but it's expensive as hell.
Oh, are you shitting me? I want it.
What, this one?
Which one?
I like it.
Is it Slowbro? Oh,
You collect
it's a
ducks?
ducky.
Yes. No, I have 2. Maybe more. Nope, more.
So we did have a question in the Q&A thing before asking, I thought you were going to be talking about movies. So given
You
Now,
don't know
we
what's
can
up.
definitely switch points. There. So let's
should
go
we
ahead and
maybe
do
talk
that.
about movies that aren't Pokemon related?
Should we all talk about our favorite movie?
Oh, yeah.
Well,
I have way too many favorite movies.
well, yeah, that never works out. That's one of the reasons why I have my rating system is because I couldn't figure out what my favorite was. I've got like a top 6, but past that, I don't know.
I've got 2
Okay.
in my number 1 spot. I've got
Just pick, like, what movie would you watch right now?
Seraphim
Actually.
Falls. Oh.
What?
Adam's Family, because I have to do that for this weekend. But
Right now, I have Star Trek Into Darkness in my DVD player, but Love Actually as well.
I
I love Love Actually! It is like, seriously, it is mine and my husband's biggest Christmas tradition, and every year,
Oh, yeah.
without fail, we watch Love Actually. So,
I watch it like
I'm with you on
15
that
times during the Christmas season, and then like 4 times not in the Christmas season because I'm like, yep, kind of in that mood.
oh yeah, it is like the best. Like, to me, Emma Thompson has always been like one of my favorite actresses because she is amazing. And that scene when
With
she...
Joni Mitchell's sad song.
Yes.
Over.
And that to me is like the quintessential like English woman, the whole stiff upper lip. She's going to, you know, in that quiet moment, let all of her emotions out and then basically bottle it all back up and sort of like put on a brave front in front of everyone else so that no one knows that inside she's actually feeling all this pain. And oh my God, it breaks my heart every time I see it. I'm like, this is the best movie ever.
Okay.
And Hugh Grant is awesome. Hugh Grant is always, I love him.
Who saw the About Time
Christmas-
review?
Not yet.
not yet. I haven't watched the review for that yet.
Okay, I'm calling it right now. We're probably going to have to do it for Movie Club because Meg has never seen Love Actually.
I've never seen Love Actually either.
We're gonna have to do Love Actually.
Good.
Yes.
Well, I think. Well, Tord, you said did you actually pick somebody for the week after?
I sent Grace a message on Twitter. I was going to tag her because I can't apparently figure out how to send a message on Google+.
I was gonna say hit her up through YouTube. It may be a faster result.
She hasn't answered me yet.
Well,
But
you may consider picking someone else if you can't get a hold of her. But no, I think Love Actually would be a good one from Nina. I have no idea what Grace would have queued up. I know Kiwi wants to make a pick.
I've got my movie all picked out, and because it's not on Netflix at the moment, I found a place where it's streaming. So
Is it like yours where it's sketchy, or
mine is not sketchy. What is sketchy about it?
yours is not sketchy?
The internet's not sketchy.
It works.
I was real nervous about posting that link. I'll be honest with you.
I use
think
that
mine's
all the
okay.
time.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure mine's fine. I mean, I've watched it there a couple of times, and it wasn't too bad. But
What movie is it?
I'm picking a New Zealand movie, and I'm picking Once Were Warriors. Has anyone seen it?
I've heard of it. I have not seen it.
Yeah, it's a little. It's kind of it does deal with domestic violence, but it's also very Kiwi.
Yeah.
But it's not like most people when they think of New Zealand, they either think of like Lord of the Rings or Xena or the fact that we all own sheep, which we don't. Most of us.
You don't own a sheep?
I don't own a sheep. My uncle owns a sheep.
Liam, you own a sheep, right? Didn't you say?
I own 15 sheep.
See?
They're all named,
Um,
painted. I don't know.
I think we own a movie called like Black Sheep or something, and it's supposed to be about.
Which one? The war one or the zombie one?
I think
Zombie
it
one.
might be a zombie one.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm starting to get a bit buzzed already. This is awesome. But yeah, so Once for Warriors it's like from the 90s, and it deals with like one specific Māori family, but they aren't the best, and there is like a whole bunch to do with like domestic violence and stuff, and it's a bit brutal in some points, but it kind of reminded me a bit of like Requiem for a Dream in the way that it was quite hard-hitting, but not boring.
That is not the way to sell a movie, I'll tell you that right now.
But at least it's not boring as crap like Blue Valentine was. It's got some good
Hold her back. She hates that film.
I was going to say, better than Blue Valentine's not saying much either. But
it's an award-winning movie, and it's great.
Blue Valentine?
No, oh God, no.
I think you're fired. I mean,
I hated that movie. Seriously, that movie made me want to like stick a coat hanger in my ears and like rumble it around in my brain, because that would have been infinitely more pleasurable than watching Blue Valentine.
I was gonna say just turn it off.
Now. I feel like you're overcompensating.
Yeah, that makes it sound like that's a fetish somewhere, like where people want coat hangers in their ears.
Yeah, it is. There's websites dedicated to it.
Okay, I found a link to that Gengar onesie, so let me post that in the thing in the chat. Sorry, keep going.
Person here.
Where's the chat? This is so complicated.
I was just gonna say, Love Actually is a great Christmas movie, but so is Just Friends. I watched that one.
Just
over
Friends
and
is
over
great.
again.
Which one is that one?
It's the one with Ryan Reynolds in a fat suit.
Yeah.
I've seen that one.
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, it's so good.
Sorry, I went through the toy box and I was like, oh, what random shit do I have now?
By the way, if you're in, I haven't seen that many romantic films at all. I've seen like Notebook and Just Friends. I need to see Love Actually.
Amazing.
I really thought you were going to put Braveheart on that list just to be funny.
But you should watch On Dean. Honestly, it's a really good film.
I swear to God, I've seen that, and I just can't remember it.
Yeah.
On Deem?
Ondine. Yeah. It's starring Colin Farrell. It's really, really good.
Oh, anything with Colin Farrell, I'm in for.
Colin Farrell's hot.
I think it's just O-N-D.
Okay.
D-I-N-E. Yeah, okay. But yeah, and Colin Farrell's in it, and it's kind of about a mermaid.
I don't know what this is.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I mean that's the super short sale, but
essentially,
Neopet?
Colin Farrell catches her in his net, and then everyone believes that she's this mermaid-like creature called Selkie, but
that's right, it's a Selkie, not a mermaid, right?
Yeah.
I got a telepathy.
Because Selkies use seal skin.
Yeah, she's essentially a seal that likes to come up and fall in love with men on Ireland. I don't know.
So she's
like
Ariel,
a hobby? Is that what you're saying?
It's like going out on the weekends, gonna meet a lovely guy with awesome eyebrows.
So she's like Ariel.
Yeah.
Oh.
Irish Ariel.
Oh, okay. A slight divergence there. Nina, I know you watch it. So, what did you think about the way they did Ariel on Once Upon a Time?
I really liked Ariel. She was one of those that I was not sure how they were gonna do it because I'm a real big fan, but she and Belle turned out to be some of my more favorite characters.
I am digging Belle. Ariel, I like just because she's naive. Like, she didn't know what a gun was.
Yes.
Like, they kept her true to that. I like that.
She's like,
I like
don't...
Ariel on Once Upon a Time better than Ariel the Disney version.
Oh, yes.
I'm going that direction.
Yeah.
See, the Disney story of Ariel is not the real story of Ariel.
Okay,
So
well, the Disney version is not the Grimm story version or the Hans Andersen story for that one. But the Grimm stories and pretty much every retelling that's been written down was not the original.
No. Wasn't it Hans Christian Andersen?
Yeah, Hans Christian Andersen. I forget their names. Not important to me.
I still need to check out Once Upon a Time.
Once Upon a Time is good.
Yeah, I
What
think
do you
the
think
first
of
season's
Once Upon
on
a Wonderland?
Netflix, right?
What?
Isn't the first season
What
on
do you
Netflix? Sorry, go ahead, Kiwi.
What do you think of Once Upon a Time in Wonderland, though? Like,
I
is
haven't started watching
I have
it.
so mixed feelings about that one.
I'm really torn. Like, I don't.
It
I think
should-
because I keep trying to like equate it back to, okay, if this was happening now in Wonderland, what was happening in the Enchanted Forest, or what was happening at the same time in the Once Upon a Time story time, and I spend so much time trying to focus on that I don't know if I'm paying enough attention to the actual show while it's on.
Well, no, they summarize because you're right, there's so much missing stuff because Alice in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass happened years ago in that canon, and then Regina's mom was the Queen of Hearts.
Queen of Hearts, yeah.
For a while, and then when she left and came back to the Enchanted Forest, or whatever it was that she did, like, I can't remember which direction she went, but when she left, Anastasia took over, because she could, I guess. But her and the Knave had a relationship before that happened, and so you're right, there's so much backstory that you're trying to balance, and then you got to imagine, too, that if they start crossing realms, that there's a contiguous or a similar story or parallel storyline going on with Once Upon a Time and while they're in Neverland. And then you got to imagine most of the Enchanted Forest is gone. So it's only a matter of time because I don't think they'll stay in Underland the entire time.
I'm super glad that they're going to get out of Neverland soon.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting a little bit bored of the Neverland thing.
Yeah.
Peter Pan is just annoying.
Yes. Preach. Cam likes him. I don't.
No, I like the concept. I don't like the actor. I like the idea of Pan being a villain. I don't like the idea that his shadow is just this weird psychic projection of himself.
Although I am really psyched for Marilyn Manson to play the Shadow.
That could be interesting. It doesn't mean I'm going to like it, but it'll be
Me and
interesting.
Liam just did the exact same thing with our other friends.
What the fuck is going on here?
We're just like, never seen this show.
Now you know how I feel when you all talk about Pokemon. I'm like, yeah, I know Pikachu's a thing. I feel like Ross, when Ross is doing Anime Club, and you guys are all talking about Pokemon, and I'm like, it's not my cut of tofu.
You know, I think Kiwi, that you were just a little bit too old.
Too old
and
for it.
You're a girl.
I want to bet that because my brother is 35 and he used to bootleg anime for us to watch when I was like very young.
But like, wasn't Pokemon out about the same time as Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah.
It came out during
Dragon Ball Z
was
is older.
Oh, was it?
Dragon Ball
God,
Z is older, but it came when it was being re-released and Americanized for America. Pokemon came out in the middle of that, towards the Frieza Boo saga.
Well, there was Dragon Ball, and then there was Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
At what
we
point
never
did
got
Dragon
to
Ball
GT.
GT come out?
I don't think it came out in America. I don't think they ever got to re-releasing it because Dragon Ball Z just draws on for friggin' ever.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I know.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z, I was so not a fan of. I just got so bored.
I liked it. I wish it was
Power up
better
for
though.
the next 6 episodes.
I really, really loved Dragon Ball Z until I had a customer come into the store and she was like, madly in love with one of the characters. Not like, oh, you know, he's the cartoon character, but he's still kind of, like, as in I'm talking like full-on obsessive, if he was a real person, would be stalking him type, in love with him. And I'm like, you know what, this is kind of putting me off the show a wee bit. I might go watch some grown-up people stuff now.
Everyone say hey to Ray. Ray's in the audience.
Hi, Ray.
Hey,
I don't know if I know Ray. Oh, Ray. Yes, Ray. Sorry, it took me a second. Raymond.
I think I've subscribed to him. I don't think I've chatted to the guy much.
I am subscribed to him. I always get his videos in my feed.
you know,
And he goes and he has another channel where he just does like random Netflix reviews.
Oh, that's cool.
He's like, yeah, that one. And then like he watches it and he's like, oh my god, what is this crap? And we're like, hey, this wasn't as bad as I expected. And he usually has really good points about things, even if they're very one-sided.
He doesn't like the commercial, like the super commercialization of movies. Like he likes indie movies more than like Star Trek.
Well, what?
Like I'm using Star Trek as an example, but Ray likes the indie movies. Like
Star Trek's not an indie movie.
yes, I know.
No,
I was
she's-
using
she's-
Star Trek as an example of what he didn't like.
Oh, but no, he likes old 80. He likes classic stuff because I think he's at least our age, if not a little older.
Yeah.
So he likes like RoboCop and things from the 80s, and he said that specifically before.
well, that was because the 80s was like the best time ever.
I disagree, but
for cartoons and maybe toys. Maybe not for-
1989 was definitely a good year.
I definitely.
Is that the year you were born?
Yeah.
Yes, it was the year she's born.
Okay, I'm gonna sound like a baby. 1993 was a
Yeah.
good year too.
Shut up.
When's
I was 13 when
when's
you
your
were born.
birthday?
Wow.
Oh man.
When's your birthday, sir, Liam?
5th of August. I had to think about it just like
Sodium.
5th of August, 1993.
You're younger than my oldest sister.
You're younger
Oh,
than
okay. Your oldest, youngest sister.
Yes.
It's like, how does that work?
Yes, there are 5 kids in my family. I am the oldest. Everyone else is.
See, that's what. See, my birthday is really annoying because when I come to VidCon, I will be about a month off of being 21. So I'm gonna have to rely on Scottish Charm to get my drinks.
Or
God.
just
Well, I think Tor's said she's gonna bring you a case or something.
Drinking in America is kind of annoying. Like, I was at the baseball in St. Louis, and
I was at the baseball.
I was at the baseball, and I was in the Champions Club, and so, like, you know, all the booze was free, so I'm like, holla, let me at it. And they're like, can we see some ID, please? I'm like, yeah, okay, here's my passport. And they're like, do you have something American? And I'm like,
No.
what is wrong?
yes, I got an American driver's license just for
consider
this.
my passport to be good enough to let me into your country, then this is clearly good enough for you to give me a damn beer.
Okay. So I actually had a very similar experience to that. On my first date, the guy and I went to a bar or something, and I ordered something, and he was like, can I see your ID? So I gave him my military ID because I didn't have my driver's license at the time. And he was like, do you have something else? No. It has my age and my picture on it. What more do you want?
Yeah.
In Ontario, you have to have your driver's license or your photo health card. And with the driver's license, they actually have scanners, and they put the card in and scan it, and it like digitally reads like a chip in it, so it can tell if it's a fake ID.
Well, my military ID is a federal ID. It's from my driver's license.
I've been through the same thing because I had my military ID and they've got the chip in it where they do scans at the gates and stuff, and people just do not understand when you give them something different to deal with. Oh, that was towards boobs. Okay.
Hey, towards boobs.
Well, it's like the camera changed and it was just for boobs.
I just said hello to someone's boobs again.
once a hangout, Liam, you've got to make it happen.
Last time it was Nina's boobs. This time it's Tora's boobs.
Well, you also assaulted me with your junk last time, so.
Wait, what?
Intercontinental junk attack.
Oh yeah. Critical hit. Very effective.
Critical hit.
You don't get to decide that. I get to decide that.
Yeah, right. I'm very assumptuous. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Somebody roll some dice.
I actually have a 20 in here somewhere.
Well, let's find out now, shall we?
Oh, I have a 6. 3. Not effective.
Oh, damn it.
Oh, that's my salary.
What was it on 50?
That's my confidence way down now.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's my other one. Oh, it's just a 10.
I feel left out. I should be moving about like everyone else, like starting shit out.
Well, Nina's got me like itching to go grab all my dice. And they probably weigh more than one of my cats.
You know, I need to ask you a question because we bought a game, and I want to know if you have it.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Call of Cthulhu, or Arkham something or another. I don't remember what it's called.
Call of
Arkham
Cthulhu
Horror.
is. I need a picture. It sounds familiar. I don't have it, but I think it's a tabletop RPG, right?
Yeah.
Is this your food and your booze?
Yes.
It's the LCBO.
Oh no. Okay, it's an actual board game.
Yeah.
All right, I'm looking at what their website has to say about it. So it's essentially like you venture around on the board.
Yeah, it's cool. I played it. I just wanted to hear your opinion on it.
Okay, I don't have an opinion because I haven't got to play it. I've seen the game, like I recognize the box.
Yeah.
And Fantasy Flight you could probably swear by, except they need to write better friggin' game manuals. What I was thinking was the tabletop game Call of Cthulhu.
I don't know. It's based on the same story.
Okay, so it's essentially a board game version of it.
Yeah.
Okay, because I've got to sit in on watching people try to play Call of Cthulhu, and it was really interesting because of all the extra stuff in the background happening, because you have to do actual mystery investigations. So there has to be clues around for you to find, and it's very different from playing D&D.
And it's basically a board game version of that game.
Now, I'd say if you want a good Fantasy Flight game, my recommendation. Every single game I've played has been a good time. We've never played it to the rules point on point.
Standard. Yeah.
Yeah, like because every time we play, we're like, I think it's this way. Let me double check the rules. Yeah, and then like someone misreads something, or like we realize all of a sudden that there's a whole page concerning this one aspect.
Yeah. The
Jump.
most recent one that I've gotten obsessed with is this one.
This is a game I would actually suggest for everybody. It's very, very simple.
I love that
I
one.
love Ticket to Ride. Ticket to Ride is freaking the best. I've got it on my phone as well.
If any of you are on Steam, we need to be Steam friends so we can play.
I love this one though.
Which one?
Cards Against Humanity.
Yeah, I've got it up there. I'm not gonna grab it.
I
really like Munchkin as well, but I think that's all because I'm all about how can I screw over my friends when I'm playing against them, and it fits my personality.
Well, you need Munchkin.
Yeah, we have Munchkin.
Can I ask that one of you bring board games to? I'm gonna trust Cam with this probably.
I was gonna say, who do you think I am?
I think there's gonna be board games.
I don't know when we're gonna get to play them though, because I know we're each taking like 8 days or whatever, but we want to take a day or two at Disneyland. The convention is Thursday, Friday, Saturday, right? 3 days.
Yeah.
So right there, that's 5 days, and then the remaining 3 days is travel. So maybe we'll have like a board game day.
I think we should every night, like before we go
Yeah,
to
just
bed, Cam,
play
just
one
the
at
two of
night.
us in our when we're
Now-
sharing our bed, just playing board games, you know.
Thank you, Lynn, for that phrasing.
Now, are you guys going
Yeah.
to Industry Day?
Now, explain, because I heard someone arguing about this, and I didn't care to research it.
Okay, so Industry Day is a separate thing, which is part of that 3-day event.
Okay.
So Industry Day is Thursday.
Oh, well, damn, that's what that other ticket was for then, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I just got the standard one. I didn't get the,
So did
the
I.
full
So you
package.
have Friday, Saturday. So
Really?
you guys can potentially do it on Thursday.
Yeah. Now I'm sad, but yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realize that was a thing. What is Industry Day?
Industry Day is like YouTube people and Google people and like corporation people like talking about how to use the tools to make money, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, and some of those panels are going to be on the other days, but imagine too that like you're a YouTube creator like Hank Green and you want to go around to all the booths, but you can't because all the fuckers are in the way. Well, you get
Right.
rid of the fuckers and you have Industry Day.
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
Industry Day, I don't know if it's held at the convention center. It might be somewhere else. It might actually be in the hotel.
How have I not heard anything about this before?
Yeah, same.
Like, I didn't see anything when I bought my tickets.
How am I the most informed and not going here?
I didn't read anything.
Why are
I
you
saw
not
somebody
going?
tweeted that they bought their ticket. I was like, okay, bye.
You know what? I potentially might, but it is all dependent on money right now.
Well,
Which
yeah.
I don't
How
have.
expensive it is. And I'm going to angle the camera up some.
Oh, I thought you were looking at the camera just there. I wasn't looking at the screen. It's like, you're not going to Bitcoin!
Punching me is not the way to get me to go to
No.
VidCon.
No.
Well, I will try to woo you later. I don't know. Woo you into VidCon. That's a very strange sentence.
There'll be 3 people in the room.
So we have to start talking about your junk then, right now? Yeah, instead of mine.
Yeah, no.
Mine? I have junk? That's awesome!
No junk.
Well, I'm just putting it out there. Me and Adam have a room with 2 queen beds in it. I don't think we need both of them, so...
No, and honestly, like, getting to VidCon, like, because I know that I could probably do it. Like, I could probably bribe people to get me a ticket, but it's just getting there is expensive as fuck.
Yeah, that's the bitch of the situation. That's,
Yeah.
I was this close to suggesting to, like, you and Grace that we carpool, and I would drive to Missouri and get them, and maybe we swap cars or something, because I don't know if mine would be the best. And then we go by and pick you up, and we have a Jenny!
Jenny!
We have an English lady here.
Hello!
Hi!
Hey.
Oh, okay,
I
let me
can't
finish.
see your face. There you are.
There you go.
Yes.
I was gonna say, let me finish that thought real quick. I was gonna say I was thinking about grabbing Grace and them, and then us swinging by Texas, getting you, and going through Arizona to whatever, and maybe we even stop in Vegas or something, just because we'd be there. But
You gotta get a 3-foot long daiquiri.
no, I don't. But no, I already got my flight and everything, so
Yeah.
that's out.
Yeah, no worries. I'm just, like, honestly, I just really hope I get this internship.
Yeah, me too. That's on. As much as I'm giving you shit, that's what I'm really hoping for you is good stuff for your internship.
And so, like, if I can do that, it will pay a lot more than just getting a crappy food job.
Yes. The way you explained it, it would be awesome.
Yeah.
But let's switch over to Jenny. Jenny, how are you?
Jenny.
Jenny?
Jenny. Jenny.
You get back here, young Jenny.
Jenny.
Jenny?
Oh, did she leave? I scared her off.
She
No,
went black.
Wait, what?
she's there. There she is.
Jenny.
Now, are we on your new camera, or is this your old? I think you're muted, Jenny. You're muted.
Hi.
There we
Hello.
go. There's
There you
a
go.
lovely voice.
This is just my normal camera.
Okay,
Hi,
your
guys.
webcam.
Hey.
I'm gonna put these away. I'm not gonna mess with these.
How are you, darling?
I'm doing okay. I'm kind of sleepy, but I'm okay.
Let's see. I know it's late. Do you have to get up and go to work in the morning?
Yeah, I'll be at work at 7:30 tomorrow morning. So that's
Almost fell out of my chair.
about 7 hours.
Sorry.
You were so excited to see Jenny, you almost fell out of your chair.
What?
Liam, don't embarrass me. If you don't mind, do you mind if I ask what you actually do for work, Jenny?
At the moment, I'm working in catering at WI College. So I'm basically a waitress.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if that meant like you do food up and you have to go in early so you do all the prep or what. But
I've got to go in and do breakfast.
oh, okay, that's not bad.
It's kind of boring, but you know. Oh
Yeah,
my god! I'm so glad I'm finally here.
Yeah. What did you do to actually get in? I'm super excited to see you.
I restarted my laptop.
Fucking
You tried
Windows.
turning it off and on again.
Yeah, it was basically the IT crowd.
Yeah.
If at first you don't succeed, turn it off. Maybe that will help.
Exactly. So I've been watching you guys for the last hour, like pressing again and again, trying to get into Hangout. And I was like, I give up. I'll just restart because that seems to work on
All right,
everything.
Real quick, Ray, I'm gonna try to get you an invite. Stand by.
Oh, this is gonna be a party, man.
Danny.
This is the first time there's been more girls than guys. When
Yes.
I know.
Yes.
I'm scared.
I put Adam because he's not here.
Just in case anyone else isn't watching the questions at the moment, we had a question of what the drinking age in Scotland is and wanting to know what booze you got to.
It's
Isn't it like
18,
7?
right?
Yeah, 18. It's the same in England as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Same in New Zealand.
But
Yeah.
basically, but the informal rule is that if you can basically come up to the bar and order without getting giggly about it.
So 7.
Yeah. A straight-faced 7-year-old could get into the bar.
So what booze did you get, Tor?
I got baby duck
Yay, baby duck.
Baby duck.
and I got the captain.
The captain.
Jeez, it's a party over there.
And the delivery guy was actually somebody that I knew, so that was kind of awkward.
Cool. Weird.
He's like, "What are you doing? Ordering booze, having a party?" And it's like, "No, I'm
Not
alone."
really.
Sort of. Yeah.
Yeah, no, so the drinking age in New Zealand is 18, but it used to be 20. And I remember when they dropped it. So I had been like 18 when the drinking age was 20, but you didn't need to have a photo ID. So I had a friend's old like driver or birth certificate as class as my ID. So I was using that to get into all the bars and stuff. And then just after I turned 20, they decided to drop the drinking age to 18. And I'm like, you bastards! I had to move mountains to be able to drink, and now all of you young people, like, just get in straight away. So I was very annoyed.
What the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
Servatorx joined the
Yeah.
call.
Wasn't he already in?
He
Did
dropped out for a second.
I was gonna say he either dropped or he switched accounts on us, but
Hey,
There he is.
Hello.
I was so scared just there. I don't know what happened.
I don't know where I went.
I don't know.
It was dark and
Oh,
something
it's
touched
dark.
me. Does anyone have Ray's Google Plus account?
Nope.
No.
Probably should.
Oh, I found him there. Why can I not see him on the other thing? Google Plus is so screwed up.
It's in its first month of being together. They're gonna have a few
Just
kids.
a baby.
Oh, Jenny. Oh, Jenny might be around Liam's age. How old are you, young lady?
She's 21.
I'm 21.
Okay, so Liam's still the big baby.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Not you. You're not the baby.
She turned 21 before I turned 22.
When's your birthday, Jenny?
August.
When
Yeah.
in August?
12.
Oh, we were like the same age for like 7 days.
A week.
I'm sorry.
That's not how time works, Liam.
Half a family.
It
We were
does, though.
20. Yeah.
Well, me, my elder sister. We're 2 years apart, and there's like 2 months where we're actually 2 years apart, and then for the rest of the year we're 3 years apart. And so that's like the 2 months where we're like on an equal plane, and then she like, it's her birthday today. Well, it's her birthday party today.
Oh, cool.
Happy birthday to your sister.
And you're a twin, right?
I am a twin as well.
Yeah.
I have 2 sisters.
But not identical, so you can't
No,
play
not
tricks on
identical.
us.
No, there is video footage of Ruth online, but I won't tell you where it is because
I think I found a profile or 2 of yours, and I think I've seen her, and like I could definitely tell you're related, but
it's kind of hard to tell we're related. We're very, very different.
That sounds like me and my older.
might have been your older sister then. Does your older sister look like you?
You can tell we're related if you put all 3 of us together. My older sisters, it's kind of weird because I've kind of got a long face, and my twin sister's kind of got a round face with dark hair, and then my older sister's got kind of a long face but with blonde hair. So it's a weird smushing.
Oh, then it must have been your other sister because she had kind of blondish, or at least dirty blonde hair.
Might be Sarah.
I think it was your Facebook. I could be wrong.
You're just all over the internet creeping on people.
I've been trying to find most of you people, and it took work like the first round of trying to just find people's channels and everything because I wasn't going through like SourceFed with the video responses like a lot of the smart people.
Yeah.
So like when I did the next round trying to find all the Google Plus pages, I kept running over other things. Like I found a bunch of your Facebook pages on accident, like Liam's. I know I've definitely got him. I got Grace on there. I can't remember anybody else offhand.
I kind of half-assedly
trying to
tried
keep my
to find people on Facebook.
I've been trying to keep my surname off the internet, and I was really confused at how you found my Facebook.
Google.
Well, we're on the internet now,
Google.
so I'll put it through chat instead of saying it like out loud. But they're we lost Liam.
Liam, where you go?
Let me try to invite Ray again though and see if this works, and then I'll do that. I'm a smart, crazy guy with the computer, so anything's possible.
Okay.
Not to say creepy things, but
Okay.
if I can do it, then who knows?
Anybody can find you.
Anyone can find me.
No,
Oh,
one of
God.
my one of the things that was funny was I had someone say that was like, well, I'm not keeping it that secret, so whatevs.
Ray, I
think it's
can't
just 'cause I'm
find
quite the
you.
unusual surname. What?
I can't find Ray's channel through this invite system. Like I can find him.
Okay.
He's in my circles. I'm just thinking if I just put him in a circle, and then invite that circle. You know what? Let me try that. Sorry.
He just said though too late because he's got to go. So
Oh.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then I don't have to try so hard.
we missed him.
Sorry, Ray.
Next time,
Ray, enjoy your basketball game.
basketball.
The fuck?
So I have a movie question.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely
We are a
not.
movie club. Who is one actor or actress that you will watch all of their movies despite them being really crap?
I
Like
already answered this question last time.
the Eliza, which
Do we have to have a crap movie to suggest?
Yeah, that would make it even better.
Eliza, the new guy.
Oh, Eliza Dushku for you. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
Like, for me, I will watch anything that Adrian Paul is in, who was Highlander in the TV series, even though the vast majority of movies that he has been in are rather crap. But he's still really pretty. And
The deliciousness is an important quality.
it is. And I mean, I'm such a horrible perv anyway that I equate most people's talents to how good they look on screen as well. So.
No, I will legitimately say new guy is kind of awful, but I watch it because of the bikini scene.
Okay, I'm actually less crass than you. Natalie Portman. Oh, episode 1. There we go.
Oh God.
Oh dear God.
She's definitely on my always watch list. She, other than Star Wars, she's always had excellent choice in what she puts herself in.
I still don't know which one is worse though, episode 1, 2, or 3, because they're all
just one steaming pile of horse shit.
2 was the least stinky of the 3, but
1 was the worst.
But 1 at least had what's his face?
Qui-Gon Jinn, Liam Neeson.
Yeah.
Liam Neeson is spectacular.
But
Liam Neeson.
It also had the most Jar Jar though.
Yes.
Yeah, Jar Jar is pretty much the worst thing about them.
Yeah, me so thinking not so good they are.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
I actually don't mind the third one.
It
haven't
depends
seen
on
them
your
since they
perspective
came out,
on
so.
Anakin Skywalker.
But I also think Ewan McGregor is super hot.
I will watch anything Ewan McGregor's in, especially if he's singing.
Oh dear God.
Yeah.
You know what? I have somewhat of a tumultuous relationship with his singing voice. It's not.
But he was amazing in Moulin Rouge. It was awesome.
My
What about Down
boyfriend
with Love?
broke up with me after we saw that movie.
Yeah, but you can't blame the movie.
Yes, I technically can.
Well, you can, but
I can do anything I want.
it's one of my favorite movies. It's so good. As long as you turn it off 5 minutes before the end.
Yes, and
I did that with Moulin Rouge last time I watched it.
Yeah, I always do every single time. I'm like, oh, it's so happy. Off.
oh fuck. And yeah, no. I'm getting over it now. Like I can hear the songs and not be reminded of all the like crushing feelings of that night. But for a while it's like nope.
That's kind of a dick move to go out to see a movie and then break up with somebody.
I have no opinion on Man of Steel.
When is the good time to break up with somebody though? Honestly.
Like, not after you take them out for a date. Like, you just start out the encounter with that. Like, you walk up and you just go, we're going to do this thing that's not very pleasant, but at least I'm not going to buy you dinner first.
Well, I mean, some people that would help balance things out. Some people. I'm not saying everybody.
Because
and probably not
whatever
very good
restaurant
people.
you're in, whatever movie you watched, whatever song was playing, you're going to hate like that excellent movie ruined because of that event. Whereas if you just say, come outside, we're going to talk about this,
Now,
you're
it
not
depends
ruining
on
chocolate cake.
it depends on the relationship and what both parties feel. Because if one party feels that obviously it's not going well, they may have the assumption that the other party feels something similar, or at least knows that it's not going well regardless. And then that may be a softening blow. Or if they're just okay, I'm going to stop there. Never mind.
No, you have a point. Like it does matter what everyone thinks, and it took a while for me to start getting back into Moulin Rouge, but I've started watching it very slowly, and now I'm starting to get back to that place where I'm like, okay, I really like this movie again.
Hey guys.
Hey, I'm glad you made it back in, dude.
My internet is being very, very shite right now, so it keeps dropping me out the call.
Are you on a laptop?
Yeah.
Do you want to plug up on a wire or something? Would that help?
Who is this?
I haven't got one nearby. We've only got a wireless thing going on just now.
Who is this Trill Gels?
I was just about to say, let's change it up and answer this little question here.
Stuff.
But to be fair, he wasn't thinking about breaking up with me. He was trying to be nice about it. He was trying to It was a very, very odd situation. It ended amicably though.
I can tell by the look on your face. I'm so sorry.
What were we talking
I
about?
texted him earlier because we were talking about welcome to Night Vale.
What were we talking about?
Nina, stop giving me things to make gifs of you about on the internet.
We're talking about breakups, Liam.
Oh, okay.
No, you
I'm
shouldn't
this close to
take
get you
somebody out on a
playing with
date
your
before
boobs
you
for
break up with
a GIF.
What was it, Tor?
How
Sorry.
you shouldn't take somebody out on a date before you break up with them that day.
No.
Like, oh, this was the
What is
best
that
day
smile?
ever. Oh wait, no, it's not.
Well, real quick before we switch over to question time, Liam, Jenny, any thoughts on that? You guys are being quiet.
I'm just really nervous.
You're
Don't be
nervous?
nervous.
Don't
be
worry.
nervous.
Being quiet.
We're all,
They're very lovely and accommodating people.
we won't bite unless you want that.
Physically can't hit you, so there's nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I
I'm
know
just scared I'm gonna like swear or I don't know, hit my nose or something silly. This is live. This is the internet world. I can't edit out any mistakes or refilm.
no, it's live. It's all good. We're just having a good time, and yeah, it's being broadcasted. But
And
That's
the
a-
good thing to remember is that the
Internet
internet likes you. No one is ever mean on the internet, like, ever. Everyone's always really loves it.
That's true.
Oh,
That's
totally.
Like,
Yeah.
all the time. Like,
All
no
the
one
time.
ever refers to you as being, like, a big fat beached whale or stuff like that.
Kiwi.
They're always really lovely.
Kiwi,
Yeah.
stop it.
I don't know. Sometimes people tend to comment on my boobs quite a lot, and it's kind of degrading.
I got,
Demeaning, eh? Yeah.
I got a comment that basically said I look like a man, and I was like, good job, buddy. That's not an interesting comment.
I got that comment too.
I still haven't had any insults come at my channel, and I don't know what the fuck is up with that. Like, I'm expecting people any day to just be like, stop talking, you're stupid. But
That's because you don't
I've had many
upload.
insults on my. Sorry, you carry on, Nina.
That's because you don't upload controversial videos like about feminism.
that's
Yeah.
true.
I
I
try
don't
not
have any
to
feministic
controversial.
beliefs, so I don't have anything to talk about.
So
Go on, Jenny. I feel bad. I just talked over Jenny.
Oh no, don't worry. You go ahead. I'll be quiet.
No, you go. I have nothing else to say.
No!
Now,
I
Jenny,
don't really have much to say.
now Jenny's new, so like she doesn't know. Like we've kind of been doing this when we want to talk, when we get a chance.
Yeah, we try.
Like just put your hand up and be like, hey, when you get done talking, I want to say something. The other way to do it is to just keep talking until some other people shut up.
Just railroad right
That's
over
the idea.
Kamurai talking and just keep going.
Or like hand up like in class.
Mm-hmm.
I have felt
Or
like
getting
a
flashbacks.
show at points. I'm like, guys, you can make me stop talking.
Okay, so let's officially change over. Man of Steel. I think he's talking about the movie.
Yeah.
And I don't think I saw the latest one, be honest with you. I'm
I have
not a
no
big
opinion.
Superman fan in general, though. So,
Well, me and Adam did like a half-hour review of it.
I was going to say, Tor, do you want to take the reins and start this one?
Me talking about Man of Steel is just gonna be like, movie was awesome, he was hot, Superman's the greatest thing ever, and there was cool fire in it. Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, I didn't see it at all.
So,
Yeah.
Kiwi? Oh, we lost Liam, too.
Yeah, we lost Liam. Have I seen it? I don't know if I've seen it. I know
We're
I
such great movie people.
You all have to trust me that it was
I'm
10
gonna
out of
get
10.
Yeah, we're an
It
awesome
was
movie
awesome.
club. Have we
Okay.
seen a movie? I know I really want to see it because I'm a huge fan of Henry Cavill. I thought he was awesome in Tudors. He was okay in like The Immortals and stuff, but I definitely think he is a lot more what I picture when I think of Superman than the guy who was in the shitty version of it that had Bosworth.
Crap-tastic piece of crap that came
Yeah,
out.
this one was bad.
Oh,
I-
Kevin Spacey should not be Lex Luthor.
No! Sorry.
No, yeah, it's so bad. Oh my god.
I need to get rid of those glasses.
I just want to say to Trill, Jez, who's all like, he likes how we're all so open and that it's a good show. Well, I like you, buddy, for saying nice things.
Thank
also,
you.
Very nice.
I'm starting to get
It is nice to deal with positive instead of negative comments.
I know. I like nice people are nice.
Yes.
I
Um,
am getting quite hammered.
but I would like to point out that Tor, that Isha
Yep.
thinks you have nice boobs.
I don't.
Yep,
did
Isha thinks you have nice
oh,
boobs.
I didn't realize my sister wrote that, but thank you, Isha.
Yep.
Yep.
Now, am I the only one who can delete questions, or can you
Yes.
guys? Okay.
You are the only one that can delete questions.
We
So
have-
that's it.
Hi.
I can't even reply to things, which is sad.
Adam
Hi.
Is he listening? He shouldn't be listening.
No, he just texted me. He's probably on his lunch break now.
Okay. You see a video call, Smile HD. What?
No idea. That looks like spam.
Yeah, it looks like spam. Stop
Hi,
spamming.
It's sad.
Wasn't the new one Man of Steel?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Isha, the new one was Man of Steel. I'm glad you didn't like it, but you love it.
You were
I don't know
with
what to
me.
do
We
with
saw it together, Isha.
Isha says, Kamurai, I didn't like Man of Steel, but the new one made me love him.
Well, that's the thing. If the new one is Man of Steel,
Yes.
then obviously she saw it to make it love.
We saw
Or she's
it.
going on an assumption. Love it first.
No, we saw it together. I was with her.
Okay.
There was a weird kid sitting next to her that annoyed her through the whole thing. I remember.
You can't pin that one on me.
Are we still talking about Man of Steel?
It's
Okay.
like when I went to go see Warm Bodies, we had like 13-year-olds sitting next to us. It's like, what is going on?
I was sitting when I went to see the Matt Damon movie where they're trying to go to the space station. What is that called? Elysium. Elysium.
yeah.
When I went to see that, I was sitting next to a high school girl, and then her sister and her dad were like down the line, and my sister was next to me because my date's grandmother had died, so couldn't make it. So that was a fun viewing.
That's the ever.
That is the weirdest story.
It really was. And I'm gonna stop now.
So have we covered off in a hangout before what everyone's like go-to movie is? Like if you're sick, like when my husband is sick, the only thing he will watch is original Star Wars over and over again. So does everyone have like a go-to when they're sick movie that isn't Love Actually?
Breakfast Club.
Oh,
Really? Breakfast Club?
I fucking love Breakfast Club. Jude Nelson is the shit in that movie. Molly Ringwald is amazing. Ali Sheedy is perfect as the weird girl.
Kiki's delivery
if you try
service.
and do the lipstick trick, I'm watching Breakfast Club.
Kiki's
Oh,
delivery
I really
service.
love the original series, but it's also my sleepy time movie, so like I fall asleep really quickly when I start watching it, even though I really love it. Like the original series, I like will put it on, and then I will usually be completely passed out by the time the droids have got off the spaceship and are going down to Tatooine. I'm usually asleep by that point. Like I'm usually asleep before Darth Vader turns up, and it's so bad. So bad. Because I really love it. But I'm just like, I think the sound of glasses must be like therapeutic or something.
It's like counting sheep, but it's like counting fucking
I like
plastics.
that one because for the last like 3 nights in a row, I've gone to sleep to Star Trek.
Nice.
I have to fall asleep to Futurama because
Really?
Adam watches Futurama in bed.
Oh, that's
so-
different. Okay.
I bought him wireless headphones so he can watch it with the sound on, and I can go to sleep.
Yeah.
Because I like to sleep about 2 hours earlier than he does usually.
Okay. That's different.
Just different. I like to get up at like 7 a.m. Doesn't matter what day it is.
Yeah.
And he likes to get up at noon. Every day.
I don't know. That sort of thing depends. Like, I like getting up early during the week so I can get off, because I make my own schedule at work basically. So as long as I do my 8 hours, I can leave, and then like if I get off at like 3:30 or 4, I can still go in somewhere that's still open and run errands or do whatever. But lately on the weekends, I've just been passing out for the longest. Is Liam back?
Yep, Liam's back.
You can't just keep taking your beard away and toying with our emotions.
I'm sorry.
Also, Trill is asking what we think about The Purge.
Oh,
What is The
good.
Purge?
I've got it ready to watch. I'll probably watch it tomorrow.
I recommend it. It's a good premise to a film.
I don't watch horror movies, so
Never
I'm
heard of it.
moved on the point.
Here's my problem with it, because I've watched enough reviews and such, which is why I didn't see it in theaters. The premise is awesome. One day, no laws, go.
Yeah.
But they stay in a friggin' house the whole time, and people try to break in and get them. I've seen that movie before. The best one being The Strangers, I think.
Oh,
Didn't
yeah.
that one
Is
just
that the
come
one with
out?
Liv Tyler?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that film's good.
I haven't
Was
seen
it?
any of these movies.
Yeah, I don't watch scary movies very often. In fact, most of the scary movies I've watched have been from the movie club.
Yeah,
Which
same.
yeah.
isn't really surprising.
See, I don't.
Don't even talk about the scary movie month on Movie Club, because that was not
None of them
scary.
were scary.
I was so.
You guys
pissed
underestimate
off
how
with it.
scared
It was
I am.
like. That was like. There wasn't even a thriller movie
Yeah,
month.
no. I'm the biggest movie pansy on the planet, and none of those movies were scary enough to, like, make me miss a second of sleep.
I don't think you're the biggest pansy. I think Jenny's literally cowering away from the conversation right now.
Coffee mug there.
I'm just saying, when I went to see, what the fuck was it? Where Insidious. When I saw Insidious, I was like crying under a blanket for 3 hours trying to fall asleep after.
Isn't that an action movie?
Insidious? No.
No, Inglourious Bastards. That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, that didn't give me
No,
any-
Inglourious Bastards is good.
That's a good movie.
I watched most of it.
Hi, dog.
Hell's Insidious.
Jenny, is that the big, huge mug that made an appearance in your tag video?
No, it's not. That was my big mug. This is a Winnie the Pooh mug. It was a gift from a friend.
That mug is
But it is
awesome.
Yeah.
It is huge. Like, that's my head.
Is that your profile picture for your Google Plus? Is that the mug that's in there or not?
No, she has a
No,
teacup
was
in
a
that
cute
one.
little China teacup.
Okay.
because,
It should be. It should be you trying to look over your mug.
Oh, I've always wanted. There was I used to work in a garden centre, and they used to sell like flower pots that were the shape of teacups, which were like
Yeah.
this size. They were like buckets, and I kind of want one of them.
You want one to
like
be
my tea.
tea in, right?
Yeah. Well, at the moment I'm drinking very, very boring decaffeinated tea.
What part of England do you live in? Not that I'm trying to stalk you or anything.
Yeah, he is.
I trust you not to stalk me. I live near Oxford.
Mm-hmm.
Not actually in Oxford. I live in a small village just in the Oxfordshire area.
Cool.
Yeah. Born and bred.
Cool.
I've got a friend that goes to Oxford, I think. You probably don't know that, but yeah.
Probably not. It's not a very small community, the Oxfordshire region.
Wow.
I love it whenever anyone in America is all like, oh, you're in New Zealand? Oh, you're my friend. He just moved there. You
Yeah,
know
you
what?
probably know him.
But the seriously ironic thing is there was literally one time when that actually legitimately happened, and I did know the person that they were talking about. And I'm like, oh, yeah, no, they were there. You know, we have a meeting once a week for all new people that come to the country so that we can all say hi, and made a big joke about it until he actually said who his friend was, and his friend was going to the same university that I was, and I knew him. And I was like, holy crap, how is this a thing?
You know
we
what?
get
I have
that.
a similar story to that. I I lived in Germany for a couple months, like a few years ago, and I met people there, obviously. And then I came home, and I was living in a new apartment, and I went on chat roulette one night just for shits and giggles, and this guy popped up, and we actually started having a conversation. And then eventually I like added him, or no, we were emailing, like pen pals or something. And then I added him to Facebook, and he started looking through my pictures from when I was in Germany, and he recognized one of my friends. He was like, yeah, I'm in class with that guy at university. It was just like chat roulette, 1 in a freaking billion that you'd meet somebody that close to like somebody else you actually know.
Yeah, I've got a similar story to that.
On chat roulette by her, it's mostly male
Yeah, you probably don't want to.
Penises? Yeah, mostly penises.
What we used to do was we would aim the laptop at my friend's pants, and then we would take a hot dog and stick it out of the zipper, and then just stab it with a knife.
Right? That wouldn't be traumatic at all.
That is friggin' genius.
Wow.
Hey,
Yeah.
Joe was asking best romance we've all seen.
Yeah, let's go ahead and go with this. Trying to select it. So best romance movie.
Oh.
Now, there's a difference between best and favorite. So let's if you can do both.
There's another female here.
There's another Kiwi.
Jennel!
Yay!
Cam, we're outnumbered.
I feel really
We've
stupid
been
right now,
outnumbered.
but Jennel, I've never seen you before, so hi.
She's done one or
You're probably
two
muted, Jennel.
things. I remember.
Yeah.
Check your settings. See if
Now,
you're muted.
unmute. Unmute, love. Unmute. Unmute. Top. It's at the top.
Red, up here.
What's it look
Little
like? Is it a microphone?
Microphone, the red microphone.
Budget. So Jennel's going to communicate solely through mime for the rest of the time, and we're going to play a game.
Butterfly.
Am I good?
Yep. Oh, there you go.
Am I
There we
good?
go. Yep.
Yay!
Hey.
How about now?
Yay!
Yep.
So hi.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Probably muted, Jennel.
Okay, hold on.
This is gonna get a wee bit intense. There's a lot of us on here.
Yes, there
You're
are.
looking
I am.
very Leah Michelle right now, Jennel. You're looking very Leah Michelle, and I like it.
She
I can
does.
see that. Yeah. Take it in the best way possible, Jennel.
Okay, so they have
Okay, best romance movie.
So yeah, best and favorite romance movie. Whoa.
best. You know what? I'm gonna stick by it. Best and favorite are both Love Actually.
How about now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we can see.
We can hear you.
Can you hear?
Well, I was gonna say my best is Moulin Rouge, but I don't know if it's my favorite.
I
Leah Michelle.
Or no, I'm sorry, the other way around. My
Thank
favorite
you.
is my Moulin Rouge, but it's not the best. It's just my favorite. Princess Bride. Princess Bride would be the best.
Yes! That was going to be my pick, because you cannot get better than Princess Bride. That movie is an absolute classic.
You know what? Everyone has to both Love Actually.
Hold on, let me see if this is real.
How about now?
What's happening?
I think she's in lag.
Yeah? I feel like I can hear many people.
You can.
I'd say my best is Moulin Rouge, but I don't know if it's my
Yeah, I'm hearing
Oh, there's the
a
delay.
minute in the
Okay.
past.
No, I'm sorry, the other way around. My favorite is my Moulin Rouge, but it's not the best. It's just my favorite.
Yeah, I don't know.
Princess
Turn your.
Princess Bride is actually one of my favorites.
Do you have headphones, Jennel?
Yeah.
I think she's just got lag, though, because it seems like she's...
Yeah, she's like a minute behind us.
She might be watching the stream of it on YouTube as
I'm
well.
watching the stream.
Jennel, is that what you're
We're
doing?
hearing the lag on the screen.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh wait, hold on.
Give her a second, and we'll let her figure this out.
Yeah.
Just gotta catch up.
Now, let's see. New Zealand, England, Scotland,
I think
Texas,
I am.
Canada. And we're not getting lag? Jennel, you may want to get out, and then I'll try to invite you back in.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure this out. I don't know if I'm doing it right.
Can't tell.
I did.
Oh?
Oh, now I can't hear her though.
There we go.
No.
Liam, how do you feel about hanging out with all these pretty girls?
I don't know. I feel either intimidated or I feel like a complete player right now.
I feel totally intimidated, but like the other thing may be there in some percentage.
Yeah.
You know what? One time, recently, in the summer actually, I went to Ottawa. I made videos about it. I don't know if you guys have bothered to watch them. Doesn't matter. But we convinced Allie's cousin to drive us around to all the bars by telling him how cool he was going to look walking in the door with us.
Yeah.
That's great.
We were just like, you walk in the bar, a hot bitch on each arm, and he was like, yeah, okay.
See, like, yeah. I used to hang around with a large group of only girls, and that used to happen all the time. I used to have that thought in my head, I'm gonna look like such a player walking in. But no, everyone could instantly see that I was so far in the friend zone. It's unreal.
Yeah, everybody's like, that guy's in the friend zone. It's so bad.
I don't know if
It does
being a
feel
bitch on
nice
someone's
to,
arm
It
in a
does feel.
positive or negative way.
It does feel
Sorry.
nice to walk in the room with a lady.
Yeah.
See, I used to do the opposite. I used to be the only girl in a big, giant group of guys. But I think
Same.
it's mostly because I really like violent blood sports and drinking and ogling women probably more than most of my male friends do. So,
That sounds like a party.
like, one of my
and you know
friends
what?
literally describes me as like a dude with a vajayjay because I'm more male than most of my male friends.
No,
But-
and it's true that girls can look at other girls and, like, categorize them and, like, rate their hotness and
She
stuff.
got nice.
Guys don't do that.
I do.
I
Yeah.
find that weird.
I don't know.
They
what
don't
you're
do it
talking
around
about.
you because they don't want you to judge them.
Mm.
But
No,
you're just
it's-
hanging out, you're like,
females can happily judge other females, but men find it really difficult to judge other men. Or if they do, they always feel they have to preface it with, now I'm not gay, but...
no homo.
I don't know what you're on about. If I see a handsome dude walking over, I'll just say, I'll come right out and say it. That's a hot piece of ass walking by. I've got
Well,
no
you're going to be
shame.
busy talking when you're in LA.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
I have a no disregard policy. I'm just like, yep, everything is sexual.
Nina's happy with whatever she reaches in the pants for.
Yep.
Jenny,
Oh,
any thoughts on this?
Now
I'm going to keep quiet.
Aw, Jenny.
You see, I'm red already because it's really warm in here, but like I'm also blushing at the same time. It's
Aw.
not good.
See, this is why I have the light blowing out the color on my face, so you can't tell.
Oh, is that a light? I thought it was sunlight, and then I realized what time it is.
Yeah.
Idiot.
It's pitch black outside. We're in the
Turn the
same
light to
time
bounce
zone,
off the
Cam.
wall so you don't look like you're a ghost.
I am a ghost, actually.
Oh, no. Who murdered me?
Haunting chat.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to picture Tor as the role of Casper.
Tor and I have a skin color that's hex code 00000.
Yes. Yeah. It's like I walk into a bar and the white people are like, "What the fuck?
The fuck, man? We thought
Like you're glowing in the black light. What's wrong with you?"
I think you would blend in Scotland, to be honest.
What?
All the girls are like that in Scotland.
No,
Well,
yeah, and it's true. I do have
That's
like
why it's awesome there, Liam.
a Scottish coloring, I guess.
I see. It's weird because you're in Canada, and so there's like reasonably diverse population. Is 95% Hispanic here. So whenever I go into a room, I'm literally the whitest person in the room.
Yeah, I wouldn't call my town diverse.
Oh, I'm the same way.
We're like far enough north that when I went to school, there was one kid that wasn't white.
Yes, but I'm literally the whitest person in the room, and they are like, they don't even attempt to talk to me in Spanish most of the time because they know I don't speak it.
They know you just be like, "No hablo español."
I'm not necessarily the whitest person in the room, but I'm always the pinkest person in the room.
Yeah.
Any sort of temperature, whether it's hot or cold or anything remotely embarrassing, it's like
Yes.
Animagy.
Okay. Are you like really easy flush?
Oh, yeah.
super easy. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
I
Like
feel like
other
we
people get
probably,
embarrassed
like-
and I flush for them.
Yeah, right? Somebody else like trips and you're just like, "Oh no!" Red.
Cam, do you blush much?
Just around pretty girls, I guess.
So right now.
I can feel it creeping in a little bit, but
Somebody said, "What kind of questions do you respond to them?"
Lots of kinds of questions.
Well, nobody is asking questions right now, so if you actually ask a question,
Movie related. If you
Yeah.
ask us movie questions, then we'll be likely to
movie
respond.
or like
to them.
pop culture, fun stuff.
Pretty
How
much
many people are
the
actually
only
watching
question you
these?
don't respond to is the sexual questions, which are like, nah, that's not really your business.
I probably would, but that's just because I literally have no filter most of the time between my brain and my mouth. So whatever I'm thinking, 99% of the time will just come blurting out like.
Last time we had the question, do you like the sex?
I do like the sex very much. Yes, with the sex, I like it. I like it a lot.
is that like a New Zealand Indian accent? Is that what that was? I like the sex very much. Thank you. Come again. What?
Is it the quickie mark?
Okay,
That was
so
just-
making me start from the
Thank
tail.
you. Come again.
Was that you trying your Scottish accent again,
Oh,
Cam?
everyone say hi to Handsome Quacker. He's out there.
Bye.
Actually, I have a bone to pick with Handsome Quacker. Are you even subscribed to my channel? Because I ain't getting no love on my videos, and I comment all the time on yours. So,
Chris, you know what I found out today?
like, oh my god.
I found out today that when YouTube did its whole Google Plus thing, like I had been subscribed to a whole bunch of people, but then it made me split my YouTube so I could use Tours Times as a name. And I went back and looked, and like I wasn't subscribed to a shit ton of people that I had been. Like I am subscribed, just not on the right account. So if I'm only using Tours Times, there's all these people who I thought I was subscribed to that aren't there. They're not showing up. So I have to like resubscribe to people.
See, that was the nice thing about getting in before the bug, or before the new integration, was that both channels of mine have all of my subscriptions from that particular date that I switched to a new name.
Yeah, my Google Plus YouTube accounts are just blank. They're just, hey, you don't have anything. You should add some channels.
Yeah. Yeah, I logged in and it was like, you have no subscriptions. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, so anytime I log into Jam on Toast, I immediately have to change it. So I normally just go in through HTKB and change it so that like I'm just managing through there. It's horrible.
Okay, my sister's asking a question.
Okay, are we done with this other one then?
Yes.
This is
Yes,
so weird,
We'll
man.
respond to a question now.
We like the sex.
We
So-
like this.
General
What was your
consensus.
worst experience with a movie, i.e. nightmares, etc.?
Can I go first on this one?
Yes.
Yeah.
The movie snakes on a plane. I am terrified of snakes. I hate them with a passion. So for some reason, my friends thought it would be a hilariously funny thing to drag me along to the movies to actually go see it with everyone. And the theater was packed. And I was literally like almost sitting on the floor with my head buried in the seat, screaming my head off, going, "No snakes, no!" And the whole cinema was laughing at me because I was almost in hysterics, crying so much because I am terrified of snakes. I hate them. So, yeah, I felt like I am so red and kind of drunk. I felt so stupid because everyone thought it was really hilarious. So that's my week.
Similar experiences in the theaters. Anytime I try and go and see horror movies, I would say especially when I went to see the one where she's gonna give birth to her twin that's evil. I don't fucking know what it was.
Uninvited?
Yes.
Yes. Oh,
when I went to see that, I almost kicked the person in front of me when she opens the medicine cabinet and the kid is like curled up inside of it. My leg, I just like kicked out over the seats in front of me. I literally almost took somebody's head off, and I was like,
My experience was with Halloween 2.
Ollie 2?
Yeah.
Halloween 2.
The Rob Zombie remake, because I wasn't in the mood to watch it at the time, because we were gonna watch another movie that was in the movie theater at the time, and they had kicked us out beforehand because at the time I wasn't of age to watch it. But so we all like, oh, okay, whatever. My friends' parents came with us, and I was like, I'm not into this movie. I'm not ready to watch it. I don't care. So the whole time when people were getting killed, I was just like, why? Why are they killing people like that? I was like in the mode of just not wanting to watch it. It just was the worst experience ever. It was not fair. Not fun.
I'm trying
Under
to think.
duress.
Not necessarily my worst experience ever, but one that I specifically remember was, this is really, really sad. In fairness, I've looked up the date and I was 9, but the first Lord of the Rings film, I spent most of that film hidden underneath my mum's coat. And then I still had nightmares and refused to watch The Two Towers. I had to be babysat for The Two Towers, and everyone else in my family went to go see The Two Towers, and I couldn't watch it, and because the first one gave me such bad nightmares.
Well, it took me a while to get into Lord of the Rings as well when I was younger. So,
I've never gotten into them.
I know, that's horrible. It's not for me. I know, but I watch it now. I love it.
I'm just not a fan. I mean, like, I like the movies. They're great. I'm just not super dedicated or anything.
I've never gotten into
This is my hat. You guys are it right now.
I don't know how you not like Lord of the Rings. Come on.
I'm not in love with Star Wars either.
Well,
You're not into Star Wars?
original 3 you have to like them.
The original 3 you gotta at least appreciate. Like, I appreciate the Star Wars. I mean,
I like them. They're well and good, but I don't have that. It's freaking Star Wars, man.
No, I don't think we're the right generation for that.
But I don't have it for Lord of the Rings. I almost have it for Harry Potter.
Oh, I'm there.
Really?
Like the books over the movies, of course, but
Harry Potter was so drawn out for me. Like, I read the first book when I was in grade 4. The last movie didn't come out till after I was done college.
the books over the movies.
Too fucking long to wait for a story.
I don't give a shit. I love Harry Potter.
I've never read the last 2 books. Actually, I've technically never read any of the books. My dad read me the first 5.
I am like that about Firefly and like Red vs. Blue.
I finally got into Firefly when I started college.
Firefly is so good.
Firefly is awesome.
I know,
I've never seen it. My sister loves Firefly, right, Ish?
Yeah, it's on the Netflix.
Is it on Canadian Netflix? I don't even know.
Who's in the background of you there, Jennel?
Oh, my friend Kathleen. We did
Kathleen.
our video for when we did Cabin in the Woods. So we're gonna do another one soon. Tonight.
Hey, I know you. I saw you in the video.
Oh my god, that's good.
But I'm sorry, I still can't get over the fact that there are people saying they don't like Lord of the Rings. It's
Yeah,
like
that's fucked up.
a knife and stabbed me in the heart. Like,
I've never
my
watched any of them.
No, but
I'm
it's
sorry, the only way you could insult me more is if you then turned around and called me an Australian as well.
oh.
I like
No
them. They're
hablo
well good. I just
español.
can't watch them back to back repeatedly.
And that's when I know
I've tried to watch the first Lord of the Rings like 4 times, and I can never get past the first hour.
Oh, you know what? That used to be when it put me to sleep when I was having trouble in college. Or whatever. I would put it in and I'd fall asleep to Lord of the Rings. The first disc of the first
my
movie.
friend, what's it called? I think my roommate last year, she said that she would do that because the language helped her. She loves it. She knows every line. Her and my friend Matt, they know every line. But one time we had it and she was like, oh, it just comforts me as we go to sleep. So she always would listen to it every other time we would rent it.
Yeah.
That made me, so I appreciate it in that way. Like, it's like, oh, this is really comforting.
Adam had never seen The Lord of the Rings until like a month ago when I made him watch them. And I'm not going to bring up why he wouldn't watch them before, but he would not watch them, and I made him watch them, and I don't know. I think he liked them, but they weren't like...
Unless it was because he had an orc fetish, I don't think it matters.
Hold on, is there
No, he wouldn't want me to say it.
I went away and there's another lady with Jennel right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Welcome to
Hello.
See, we get double the fun with Jennel.
We're actually going to watch The Strangers tonight.
Oh, cool. You did, or are you going to?
Oh, we're going to. We're going to. She's here. We're going to film it soon.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I tried to invite Allie. I don't know if you guys have seen any videos with my friend Allie in them.
No, I think
No.
Little short, black-haired.
Yes.
Anyways, I was like, I'm going to be on live chat this weekend, and you should maybe come. And she wanted to, actually just to talk to Liam.
Oh.
Because, you know, reasonable hotness and a Scottish accent.
Oh yeah, she's got a mad crush on Liam.
Reasonable.
Okay.
Leonardo no hablo español, but
I already told him no hablo español. I think
No
that's why he hasn't...
Español.
I could
hola.
be like, ¿Dónde está el baño?
What's happening right now?
Well, go to the bathroom then. God.
¿Dónde está la bebida?
What is
That's
happening
the
right
only
now?
I don't know.
speaking Spanish.
Sad version of my culture, because I'm not good at it.
Okay.
Was Jennel threatening us? I couldn't hear her.
No, I'm like I'm like not good at Spanish, so I'm just a horrible example of my culture. So it's like
Oh,
all I know.
you know what? The only Spanish I know I learned from watching Encino Man, so...
Yeah, ¿dónde está el sanitario?
Yeah!
I don't know whether or not you guys know, but you know I'm doing my punishment video for when I get my new camera, because I've been so terrible with doing videos lately.
Yeah.
I noticed a little
One guy has
lag.
challenged me. What? What was that?
No, sorry, carry on.
Sorry.
I was just speaking out of turn.
Don't worry, you go ahead. But yeah, one guy's challenged me to say something in Spanish, and that's one of the languages that I know absolutely nothing about. Like, I know the smallest amount of French, an even smaller amount of German, and then an even tiny amount of Latin.
You
Like,
just
one
have to be
phrase
able to
in
say, I don't
No
speak
Spanish.
that language.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna Google it.
I am really excited to hear your Scottish accent, by the way.
Oh god, I'm so sorry in advance for that.
I don't
And
get
the thing is,
offended.
the only phrase,
Are you doing
I
accents
know.
for that?
To be fair,
He's asked me to do a Scottish accent.
Do it now!
Yeah.
The only phrase I know though is from the like a murder mystery
Right.
Scottish series.
Oh, is it Taggart?
No, it's Crow Road. The Crow Road.
No, I don't know it.
And the only line that I learnt in a Scottish accent is slightly inappropriate and definitely not what I would normally say.
Well, I'm really excited to hear it because you can't do much worse than Cam.
Cam did Irish.
yeah.
So
Ken was just like, here's my Scottish accent. Irish.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna do a Scottish accent. Oh, how are you going there? My name's Kamurai.
Look at her, you fuckers.
Dear God.
We started learning
Just a second.
dialects
Hmm?
in our school too. Yeah, we do dialects for ours, and it's Irish, and
Oh yeah, can you do a Scottish accent?
I can try.
do an English accent.
I haven't learned Scottish.
She just
yet,
has
so.
learned.
I can't.
All right, another question. It looks like White House Down. Did anybody see White House Down?
Nope.
White House Down.
Okay, I saw both of them, but I can't remember which one's which. Like, they were basically identical movies.
Olympus Has Fallen is not about Hercules.
Yeah, Olympus Has Fallen has Morgan Freeman.
I've seen Olympus Has Fallen. I haven't seen White House Down.
Okay, so Olympus Has Fallen was the slightly more serious one, and White House Down was the wannabe Die Hard.
Yes.
Yeah, one of the
Okay, was White House Down, did that have Channing Tatum in it?
Yes.
Yes, it did.
one had,
That's the one I wanted to see.
Very little interest in
like-
seeing that.
Has anyone seen the? I think it was on College Humor, and they did the whole movies where you break up, and they're like, "Oh, have you seen the new White House movie?" And one of them thinks it's White House Down, or White House Down. The other one thinks it's Olympus Has Fallen, and then they go into all those things of like, one of them's all like, "Oh, Armageddon is the best movie." No, it's actually Mercury Rising, and they like end up breaking
I
up.
haven't seen the White House ones, but I have seen the Star Trek versus Star Wars College Humor one, where they're like, it's where they meet that old guy in the bar, and he gives them a message, and they go on a mission, and they go on a ship. They do stuff.
Who went outside? What the hell was that?
Why does everybody have dogs?
My doggy's here.
This is my dog.
This is my puppy.
Yeah.
He's Darwin.
It's a puppy. Oh, there's a
My
puppy.
dog is ignoring me. I'm trying to get him to jump up here next to me, and he's just staring at me like, I don't want to be in the screen with your drunk ass.
My cat is in the room, but you probably won't be able to see him because his only skill is camouflage.
My pet is a stuffed animal.
Done.
Yeah, alright, you got yours, I'm getting mine.
Oh.
There he is.
Yep.
There's my baby.
There's my cat.
Yeah, Jenny, I've got two cats that are really good at it. One of them's like a little calico thing, and then the other one's just straight black, so she'll jump out of you out of the darkness.
Yeah. Jazz's only discernible skill as any sort of mammal is to camouflage himself. So if I have a black jumper on the floor, every single time I look at it, I fear it's him, and then half the time it is him, and half the time it's not him. And at the moment, the top of the sofa is his homestead, and he won't move from that spot. So at least I know where he is at the moment.
Yeah, Darwin is my baby.
He's being grumpy and he doesn't want to play. He's like, no, I'm not looking. I'm not looking.
It is super hard to get animals to look at a camera.
Yeah.
They just don't
he
get
won't.
it.
He is. My dog thinks he's a human and he has a mind of his own. And I mean, maybe it has something to do with the fact that his owner is slightly schizophrenic and she's kind of nuts, and so he picks up on that. But yeah, my dog has got issues. He goes to daycare once a week because I'm one of those dog owners. Like,
What do you mean one of those dogs owners?
well, like if I didn't have a decent amount of normal friends, I'd be one of those like crazy dog people that like dress their dog up and you know take Christmas photos of them and you know, crazy dog lady.
Yes.
Oh,
So it's, my only
dog
saving
wouldn't
grace
stand for
is that I have some slightly normal friends that bring me somewhat back to sanity.
I tried to put a hat on my dog once and it almost bit my hand off. Yeah. Scottish dogs, man.
Darwin, I'm the only person who can lay on my dog.
Alright.
Why do you lay on your dog?
He's like about the same size I am.
My dog lies on me. Like, I'll wake up in the morning and he's jumped up on the bed and will be asleep on the pillow right next to me with his head sitting here in mine. It's really cute, except not so much in summer because he gets really hot, and then I just like wake up with like my hair plastered to one side of my face because
Oh.
it's not pot.
And Kim,
It's like-
it's not like I'm putting my entire weight on the dog.
I don't know. You made it sound like you're just like, hey, a dog.
See, I like animals, but I don't actually like to touch them. Like, I don't like the feeling of
I love
fur.
dogs so much.
my puppies.
Ooh, I don't know.
Every dog I come into contact with is such a strong connection. I love dogs.
I like to
Did I-
pet them if I have a glove on.
Passing indifference.
Unfortunately, we just.
I haven't had many cats that I'm super fond of, but
Neither do I.
except you have 3.
No, I.
Cam has like 20 cats.
No, don't do that.
Cat
You're like a
man.
crazy cat loner or
No,
something.
no,
There
no,
are
no,
only
no, no,
6
cat
of these
man.
monsters in my house. Anything else comes in, gets fixed, and leaves. No, all my cats are like rescue kitties from the neighborhood that were wandering around outside sick or something.
Please don't tell me you're going to be doing that like VidCon when just as soon as I enter the room, it's like, alright, come here. You're getting fixed.
Snip, snip.
You're gonna fix.
Well, we may have to fix you on principle, brother, but I mean, I'm gonna let the ladies handle your junk. I'm not doing that.
We
Well,
always
luckily
end up
none of
talking.
us are
Who's
surgeons.
going to VidCon?
What?
Who's all going to VidCon? Are you guys going? Or all
I'm going.
I'm
I'm
going.
going.
Liam's going. Kiwi's not, because she's New
I'm not.
Zealand-y.
I'm not either, girl. I can't. do
I'm
it.
not.
I believe that me, Cam, and Liam are all going, and we're in the same hotel for the same days.
Awesome.
Jenny, you're not going either?
No, I'm not gonna be.
No, sorry. I was thinking about it, and then I'm just so disorganized that I know I wouldn't be able to get everything ready in time, and like
It's like-
American visas are apparently horrible.
It's like
You just
9 months
a
away.
visa. You just need a passport.
Apparently, I need a visa or something. I don't know.
Apparently all we
But it
need is
seems
like
like
an
a lot
ESTA or
of
something
stress.
like that.
What?
We don't need a visa or something like that. Me, Jenny, we don't need a visa to go over. We need like an ESTA or something like that. It's
Yeah,
like
you only
pay-
need a visa if you're gonna work there, I think.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, isn't it
I
like
don't know. It
England,
just sounds scary.
England are like one of those countries where you get like a 90-day visitor thing? You just have to fill out like the little online thing, and they're all like, yes, you're allowed in our country for 90 days, and then after that, piss off.
Right.
Why doesn't every country just have a passport?
Oh, well, you know, you still have to have a passport, but
I
then
don't
also
know.
Yeah, we do.
fill in the...
I want to get a
The,
passport so bad too.
How do people not have passports? Like,
I don't
think
get
got
that
one of
either.
those through
I
myself.
have the card because we're
Because
right next to Canada.
American passports are freaking expensive.
Ours are like
Mine's
$500.
What?
Yeah, same.
Whoa.
Ours are really expensive
I
too.
got the card one that was like a 200, but I'm right next to Canada, so that's why I just use that. I have to get a new one before I study
Yeah.
summer.
A
Oh, I see.
passport here costs £80. £80, that's it.
It's about $300.
Really?
Yeah, $300.
American passports take time and money and
Ours
work
take-
to get.
Yeah,
Like,
ours take
ridiculous.
time, paperwork, and money, but they're not hard to get.
Yeah, I mean, like New Zealand ones, it costs heaps. You have to fill out a pain in the ass form, and it takes a while for it to come through. But
You have to
pretty
get
much,
like special pictures and
yeah, you can't smile or anything. But
Yeah.
like, most New Zealanders all have passports because we're such a small country that
Yeah.
we basically all race off and do our OE as soon as we finish with school. Whereas I know in America, like I had a lot of friends who were like in their 40s and 50s and never had passports because they never left the country because the country's so big.
I think they used to be able to come to Canada without one.
Yeah.
Like we used to be able to go between without them, but now you need it to do that.
Yeah, especially post 9/11.
Yeah, all those
Yeah.
Canadian terrorists.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're so bad.
I like that with Canada and Mexico. You had to get a passport for Mexico as
Yeah.
well. Yeah.
Yeah, post 9/11, everyone has.
You can't get into the States without a passport now.
Last time I got my passport renewed when I was about, I think it was 15. Me and my sister, we had to renew our birth certificates at the same time. So we sent off for 2 birth certificates with the same birthday and the same surname, because me and my twin sister. And what happened was I got 2 birth certificates for Jenny, and my twin sister doesn't exist. And so we had to spend about 3 months trying to sort out this kerfuffle because apparently my twin sister just stopped existing whatsoever, and there was 2 Jennies.
Your birth certificate.
Yeah, we had to renew our birth certificates in order to renew our passports because
That's
something.
weird.
Yeah.
Like
I
here,
don't
it's like
really
you get
understand
a
it.
birth certificate, and that's it. That's your birth certificate.
You're done.
You
You've
have to
got
ask for like.
Yeah, the UK is very different for that. Yeah, very weird about that, right, Jenny?
I
Like,
think
your
something
birth's not
complicated
going
is
to
happening.
change. Why do you need to renew it?
Apparently it does. Apparently there's 2 of me and no Ruth. Ruth didn't exist for about a month.
Huh.
That is hilarious.
That's weird.
Huh, weird.
I have to get my first passport ever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Adam's doing. Adam actually lost his birth certificate, so he's in the process of getting a new one so that he can apply for a passport.
He's not going to make it to VidCon, is he?
Oh yeah, you can get a passport here in 23 days.
Jennel, what are you guys doing? I can't
Yeah.
hear you, and I keep
And he
seeing
better fucking go, because he already paid for it.
Torch.
Somebody popped on her message like, "Oh, Mary," and so we're like,
Hush tones,
"Hush
good
tones."
I was going to say, you guys are like passing stuff back and forth over there having your own conversation.
Oh no, we're on the phones trying to get through my mom.
That would be so upsetting if we were having our own conversation, like, just via, like, messaging on our phones.
I cried.
I would too, be honest with you.
That's when I would know I hit rock bottom.
That's when I would have no more faith in society and myself.
See, now, if you guys had broke into like a musical back there, like I would totally understand that. That would make sense.
Yeah, Bad Boy, right there.
Yeah, this is the show we just finished on. So instead of me looking like a safe house, I'm gonna look like the Bat Cave.
The Bat Cave. Bat Jennel.
Now that she says the safe house, I know who she is.
Yes, I'm that person.
Since you went through and we loaded
Seriously,
up.
how weird are the names that they give us, though? Some of them are so...
They make no sense.
Mine's
off
the
the
only
dot.
one that makes sense. I'll be
No,
honest.
mine does as well.
I like mine.
Yeah, I
Well,
think
no,
mine.
Jenny's makes sense. I take that back. I
Jenny's?
take that back.
Yeah,
like
like,
mine.
I
really
have
happy with
I take
mine.
huge reviews to mine. Like, the one that they... Like, I didn't mind the one that they used on DeFranco when they just called me Kiwi. I'm like, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But on SourceFed, they call me glossophobic because in my very first video, which was for Top Gun, I had a huge amount of gloss on because it was winter and I didn't want to get chapped lips. But it just grammatically makes no sense because at the very least they should have called me glossaholic.
Yeah.
But they call it glossophobic. I'm like, come on, if you're gonna like insult me, at least grammatically correctly insult me.
Same with mine. I'm Biker Babe. I did one review on a bike, so...
Dude,
I
like,
don't know.
Mine
Mine's
makes
just pretty
sense.
on the dot. Mine's just pretty on the dot. Regular Scott. So.
well, they started as Dirty Scott, which I honestly didn't think made sense.
Yeah, because I had the dirty flag. Not
That was
because
mean, though. That was really mean. I didn't like that.
well, the dirty Scott, the dirty flag thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I had issues with that, but I mean, we
Yeah,
weren't talking as much then.
I mean, they kind of got like I got a little bit offended for a wee while because they thought I was a dirty person.
Yeah, I can see that happening. Though.
Well, that's the connotation when
But-
you hear Dirty Scott. It's not like Dirty Flag. Like that would have made more sense.
They did call me dirty flag and SourceFed for a wee while. Then I got a new
Oh.
flag, and then they called me just regular Scott. You know.
Yeah. I remember the first week that you got the new flag that
Yeah.
they still called you Dirty Scott. And you were like, what the hell?
Yeah.
I know.
Unless they were talking about my personality or my person, you know. I don't know. Maybe I'm a dirty
Because
person.
then they would have to call you, like, Suave Scott or something like that.
I am not suave, my friends.
Maybe they go.
I think there's gifs of you that claim otherwise.
Yeah,
There's
your
one guy-
Zoolander review?
There's one.
Zoolander review.
Love that movie.
God, that
Yeah.
was a fun movie to review.
Yeah.
I didn't say.
Oh my god, it's like one of my favorite movies to watch with my husband. I love Zoolander. Cracks me up every time. Oh my god, I'm so drunk.
See, I haven't seen Zoolander till that moment.
Where are you at, Kiwi? Like, what have you been drinking?
Yeah, I know.
Well, it's time for the booze review.
I just want to make sure I'm not the most drunk person here.
Well, okay, if I was just drinking vodka, it would be fine. It's not actually the alcohol that gets me drunk, it's the sugar, because I've got polycystic, so I'm insulin resistant. So I've been drinking, it's a lemon, lime, and bitters, but it's a cider that's brewed, so the alcohol content in it is a lot higher.
Oh, right.
And I'm on to my 5th.
Oh, nice.
Hey, girl.
I mean, it's Sunday lunchtime. It's socially acceptable.
This
I
is
waited
gone.
until it was at least lunchtime-ish before I started drinking. So, you know.
This bottle's empty.
It's so weird.
Like,
Did you polish that whole bottle off?
That's empty. I started on this a while ago.
Oh, nice. I'm trying to show a little bit of restraint. Like, I'm not going to get as drunk as I got in my tag video.
Oh, that was so fun.
No, I'm still here.
Yeah. I was thinking maybe I should just do, like, a vlog series of, like, my drunk musings.
Can you and me just, like, do that? Like, we'll just drink together over the internet and be like polar opposites of the world.
Yeah,
like, I'm winter, you're summer, and we're both drinking.
I was sort of drinking during my latest vlog, but I didn't really properly get drunk until I was editing, so that may explain a few things.
That's always fun.
Oh, drunk editing is the worst. Like, I'm
like, no, I'm gonna leave that in. That was so good. And then you watch it and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's like, what did, like, but my drunk tag, I don't even really remember the eating salad bit until I was watching it back again, and I'm like, where the hell did I even get salad from? I was in my bedroom. Why do I have salad in my bedroom? Like, what the hell was I doing? But
Why
yeah,
did I think this was a good idea?
Yeah.
I was only on my like 6th or 7th bud by when I was on doing my video.
Only.
So, like, after that.
But Budweiser is like so, it's quite lightweight. Like when I was drinking in the States, I was like, I can't believe how watered down and the alcohol in beer is like,
American beer is like not up to par.
No.
I've had American chocolate's not on par either.
No,
like I've had American chocolate.
No. European chocolate is so much better.
Yeah, I was gonna say we water down everything to make it more mass producible.
I don't like chocolate.
I love
get out.
chocolate.
Leave. When I was in Europe, I ate nothing but chocolate.
Milka and Cadbury.
Milka.
thank you.
Kinder.
The only chocolate that I like, and Jenny, you're probably the only one that will get this, Toffee Crisp.
Not my
Toffee
favorite.
Crisp.
I love them.
Like, I'm not really fond of chocolate with biscuit in it, but I have had it at least once.
That's the only one I like.
It's coming into Christmas, so I'm really into like Lindt and like all of the ones that I only eat at Christmas.
Right.
Yeah.
I love Lindt.
Christmas.
It's so good.
Terry's chocolate orange, anybody?
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah. I used to like that.
That's like my guilty pleasure, orange chocolate. I don't eat it all the time, but when I do, I'm obsessed.
Yeah.
I don't always eat chocolate orange, but when I do, I always eat
I
berry
eat the entire
chocolate orange.
thing. When
I
I
don't
get
always eat
one,
chocolate-covered berries, so what I do, I
one
eat
day.
goji berries.
I put orange in my Coke.
No, I miss Sprite mint. Did you guys ever have that anywhere?
No, but it sounds delicious.
It was the best soda pop ever.
Who says pop? Do you guys say pop here?
I say pop.
I say
it's the only redeeming quality.
I say soda. I say pop. I say
I say fizzy drink. That's
In
it.
Canada, it's pop. I call it soda sometimes, and people are like, "What are you, American?"
By the way, talking of which,
In Canada.
is it in New Zealand you call sweeties lollies, and then in America it's candy?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that right?
we call them lollies.
Yeah, I love that. It's so
I love
cute.
these.
Yeah, everything
They're
in Georgia is a
lollies.
Coke.
Coke. Coke or
Yes.
Dr. Pepper for Texas.
I put orange in my actual Coca-Cola.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
That's very seasonal. That's very seasonal because I always used to have a mandarin and a can of Coke for my Christmas morning. So like orange juice and Coke kind of smooshes together. Like I use it for my breakfast on Christmas.
That sounds delicious.
Mhm.
Okay, I was just about to say that like Christmas morning is like totally morning mimosa, but I'm realizing that I'm starting to come off like a raging alcoholic.
A little bit.
Just a little bit.
I'm not actually like because I moved out of home when I was like 3 days before my 17th birthday. So, and I grew up with my granddad who was quite straight-laced. So, so as soon as I was out on my own, I was like, party! And I spent the last part of my teens and pretty much all of my 20s as a raging alcoholic, pretty much. Because New Zealand has a very alcohol-driven culture. And then I sort of like suddenly hit 30 and I'm like, I should probably stop drinking now. And it's like only been in the last 6 months that I've rediscovered alcohol that I can drink that doesn't affect me. It's like if I have one glass of wine, I am like 3 sheets to the wind gone. So I'm such a cheap drink, like a cheap date on my glass of wine. But put me in vodka and I'm away laughing. And when I discovered that, I'm like, sign me back up for alcoholism. I'm away laughing. But yeah, I'm not actually as bad as I think it's coming across.
This is only my first drink.
See, I like how similar Scotland and New Zealand are, and like that sort of sense.
We're like really the same. Like especially if you go further down south, it is like another little Scotland. Like I mean, one of the rugby teams down there are called the Highlanders. Everyone is
except that you guys are better at rugby than we are.
We are freaking a million times better than we actually just beat England this morning, so I started off my day already in a very good mood.
Well, at least I know that Scotland are better than Japanese at rugby.
Oh yeah.
That's what's gonna console me for a wee while.
Basketball.
Does anybody else find that after watching SourceFed for a really long time, you start picking up habits from the SourceFed hosts?
Yes.
Like,
No.
talking like Steve so much, I'm all like, oh yeah.
No.
I only noticed it for my Black Butler review because I went, he's not having any of that. And I was like, no, I've done it, Trisha, no.
Yeah, I'm a shish. No.
There's little things like what Steve says. I think he was talking about food, and he just started saying like, fuck yeah. And like I started saying that as well when I would get real excited for something. I was
Actually, do you know one habit I picked up? Strangely enough, not from any of the SourceFed hosts, but from Cam. I call people brother a lot more now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like I just started like calling people that, but I start saying it more casually in conversation and start calling more people it. People respond well to that, by the way.
Well, it's because ultimately it's an equality thing. It's like, hey, respect, we're the same level. So people who think they're better than you don't respond well, but people who are just relaxed usually come into it pretty well.
I find that people always think I'm trying to be that guy from Lost or something like that. You know, the Scottish guy that calls everyone brother at the end of every sentence?
Is it the musician?
Dominic Moyan again?
He makes
No, I don't know.
Was it Chet or was it the Desmond? Was it
Desmond.
Yeah.
Was it Dominic?
Desmond.
Desmond. The one who was in the hatch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
As soon as we started talking about brother, all I could think of was like that line from Zoolander when he's like, they were like my brothers, but not like actual brothers, but like the way black people do, which I think is
Whenever I hear somebody called brother, I just think of wrestlers. I just think of like Hulk Hogan going,
yeah,
brother!
Hey, brother! Hulk Hogan's gonna run wild on you!
Hello.
Run wild over you!
I haven't seen that commercial and I'm kind of afraid to right now.
What commercial?
Not a commercial. What are
Is
you
it a
talking
commercial?
about?
It's the living wrestling legend that is Hulk Hogan.
Oh, I thought you said Rustlers, which is a burger over here. I thought you said
WWE!
Why would Cam know what
WWF.
that is?
Oh my god,
Because I'm cultured.
I remember it back when it was WWF.
Yeah,
Like,
World
Yeah.
Wrestling Federation full
yeah, and
life.
then they had to change it because it was like the same as the
World
World
Wildlife Federation.
You
Well,
want
they
to
were
take
in the
that
middle
one
of
and
rebranding
game
anyway,
room?
so it just worked out.
But I liked how they did it.
Take
Get
it
the
and
F
put it
out
in
in
the game
WWE. Or, yeah, it was get the F out. That's how they did it, and it was very clever.
Yeah, they know how to promote themselves. That's
Yeah.
they've always done well.
What's going on?
WWF to
Wrestling.
WWE.
Yeah,
I
when they
don't-
transition.
I've found, okay, so as well as like picking up things from the source feed hosts, like the more I watch all of your guys' videos, the more I find I start like mimicking you. Like I remember like every time Liam's talking about like the hero's journey, like the way he says hero, and then I find that I'm talking about the hero's journey and stuff, and I'm like, oh god. I'm just like, it gets, because then I worry that if I'm going to film my own things, that I'll start like mimicking and sounding like some weird, broken, like, just nutso person with like 30 million voices in their head. Oh god, I just need to stop.
What are you doing, Tor?
That's
Pointing at Cam.
You're pointing
Yes,
at me?
Cam.
Oh, okay.
He had his hand up, so.
I was just gonna say, like, that's one of the beautiful things about Movie Club and being in this like little community is that we get to share with each other and pick up things that work out. Like I've noticed, like I think Tor's started using MVP a lot, and that's one of my things, and I actually
Okay.
find that a compliment.
I'll come and check on it in just a bit.
Yeah, I think I started doing the what was right and what was wrong with it, which I think
which is Ryan's thing, right?
Yeah, because it's really good. It helps you kind of like organize your thoughts. Because when it comes to like filming, I'm so ADD-ish, and I just will spurt out things a million miles an hour. And then I'm always consciously thinking, oh my god, I've got such a strong accent, people won't be able to understand me, so I need to slow down. And so the only way I can do that is to stop and give myself like almost like the same categories that you use, and then bring in the what was right and what was wrong with it. Yeah. Otherwise, it just becomes a rambling mess.
When
I have to be very careful.
I think pizza's here.
When I first saw Cam's videos, I was like, oh my god, I just want to steal his format, like, make categories, grade shit. And I'm like, wait, I am not, like, calculating enough to do that. When I make a movie review, it's just, like, steady stream of conscious verbal diarrhea, and then I cut out all the parts where I'm like, this is stupid. I'm never going to put this online.
You're the freaking cinema master at reviews right now. You and Backsorn.
I ramble so much.
No, because you like a Memento review was fantastic.
I loved your Memento review.
You're leaving?
It's so good.
Oh, okay. She's just walking away.
I'll make a short movie for you guys.
Well, that's what reviews are about these situational things.
What?
Yeah, we need to write that.
We need to write it. Also, I wanted to bring up something about WeAreMovieClub, if I may.
Yeah, go ahead.
So in my video, like I said, I didn't tag anybody because I wanted to get like their okay first. Like I messaged Grace, she hasn't answered yet. So I filmed another video that's just like 2 minutes, and it's like, this is my tag, and this is the movie we're doing this week. And I don't know if that's easier or harder for everybody to like try and make a different video rather than trying to like include it in their review. I don't know. That was easier for me to do.
I really like that idea because I know that's what I was wanting to do, because I know that for my movie I didn't want to put my review up before other people had seen it.
Yeah.
But I did kind of want to introduce it a wee bit because, I mean, there are parts of the movie that are really quite jarring that I think some people, if they're not almost prepared for, might find it a bit uncomfortable. But I didn't really want to give my review, which would give too much away about the movie. So I was already, when my week came up with thinking that I would do like a little secret one. Yeah. Well, I say 1 or 2 minutes, but given how much I ramble, it'll probably go on for 20 minutes.
Mine was literally 2 minutes. Like, I just did it with my webcam, and it was just like, this is who I'm tagging, this is my pick, and then I was going to link to where you could watch my video. But I didn't put it up because I wanted to make sure that Grace was okay with doing it before I posted it.
Right.
Cam.
Yeah, I was just going to say, like, that was my thought, because I'm over-organized, is that if you do it if you make sure you plug it and plug who you're tagging at the end of your video, then by that point you've already confirmed who the next person is, and like it'll set the weeks, because now there's this delay, which isn't a bad thing because this will have to evolve, and it's not going to be me running it, it's going to be us running it.
It's a collective, yeah.
Yeah, so it needs to be able to stand on its own. So however it works is going to be how it works.
Yeah.
So I'm not upset at all. I'm kind
of confused though. What am I supposed to be watching at the moment? What week are we on? Am I supposed to be watching?
We just finished week 2. We're on week 3 for Hairspray.
Okay. I don't think I uploaded my red versus blue review yet.
I am struggling to even get like the weekly.
Well, and I haven't put up my video yet, so if you guys still want to put up your red versus blue, like, go ahead. I do want to talk to Grace before I put up my tag, because I don't want to be like, I tagged Grace, and she's like, oh, I don't want to do it, you know?
Grace just put up her red versus blue, so if you go into her comments, you can probably talk to her there.
Yeah. Okay. And I was going to tag her and then put up my review once I had a response from her. And then after that, it should be, you know, watch Hairspray if you want. I gave you some tips on what parts to watch if you hate musicals. So I understand that not everybody likes musicals, so I kind of was like, most of the good songs are closer to the end, but there's this one song you can totally skip, and yeah.
Now, which version of Hairspray is it?
2007.
Okay.
John Travolta.
Not the Ricky Lake version.
Not the Ricky Lake version. That one was before it turned into the musical.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did specify in my video, which isn't up yet, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's a link on my video. And that's the thing. I only released my red versus blue for my pick on Friday.
Yeah.
So the idea is that everyone could post their red versus blue stuff this week while they watch Hairspray for the next weekend.
Yeah, so I won't post my video till like next Friday kind of thing, right?
Yeah, I would say wait at least 5 days.
Yeah.
No, you don't have to wait a whole week, but wait at least like 4 or 5 days.
Yeah. Okay.
And that gives us a staggering at least.
That's what I figured, because like I just put my red versus blue up this morning, so I was like, it doesn't make sense if I put up my thing to be like, go watch Hairspray on the same day that I put up my review. Like, that doesn't make sense.
I think I'm probably gonna start off with Hairspray, to be honest. I think, you know how I had that format which I just announced that I completely gave up on?
Yeah.
I think I might put, instead of a movie of my own choosing, just do We Are Movie Club instead.
That's right, you listen to what we tell you to do.
Yeah.
Just so you guys know, I am
doing Sorry, I cut someone off. Go.
Jenny, go.
I will be doing We Are Movie Club, but I just haven't got around to it yet, and I've been trying to like deal with the fact that I'm doing it on my web camera, and I've been pushing it back to when I get my new one. I've just been told that my new camera hasn't even been dispatched yet.
Oh, wow.
So probably, I know it's been 2 weeks, that's like a year in internet time. I'm working, and then I'm hanging out with my sister tomorrow, and then probably what I'm going to do is, because I have been watching everything, I've been trying to keep up. Like, I have like, this is really scrappy, but this is my list of stuff that I'm halfway through watching or nearly watching at the moment, and I feel really bad. I feel like I've done all the homework and then the printer's broken, and I haven't been able to get the marks for it. So, like, on Monday, I think I'm going to put up like loads of webcam videos just to catch up with you guys, because I have been watching everything. I just haven't been able to upload it. I'm sorry.
No worries. You wait on your camera, do what you got to do. I mean, NaNoWriMo's going on. You're got a technical delay. I know Jennel's been busy. Courtney's moving. There's a lot of stuff going on this month. So maybe we didn't start it at the best time, but we started it early enough for it to kick in around December.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, speaking of NaNoWriMo, I passed 35,000 words today.
Congratulations.
I haven't gotten there, but that is pretty epic, man. That is epic,
Yeah.
Adam's not here to run the soundboard.
What?
Adam's our screw around with the... I don't even know how to do it. Is it a Google effect?
Google Effects.
Yeah.
I can't wait for this funny thing to happen.
Thank you. I feel like Adam's in the basement, and I'm not home alone right now.
Yay! That's good.
There we go. There's my failure.
No, it actually feels a little bit strange because I'm the only one eating on camera.
If you want me to go get some pizza, I can get
No,
pizza
I'm
with
eating.
you.
When we first joined in, I ate a plate of sushi, so don't worry about it. That was probably the most awkward.
Throughout, I've had a random selection of dried mangoes and apricots, kale chips, a muesli bar, and a crap ton of alcohol. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, damn it.
Kale chips?
Can we like high five on that one there, Chris?
Boom.
Oh, wrong Chris.
Girl Chris.
Kale chips.
I call you Cam.
I'm Cam. I'm Cam.
Yes, you're Cam.
It's a horrible thing because I just responded to cut anything. Yeah? What's up?
Was somebody questioning my kale chips?
No,
I was.
I like it. They sound good though.
They're really good. They're homemade ones because, you know, this is New Zealand and you can't find kale chips actually in a bag anywhere.
Can I come and like visit you and you can make me kale chips and we can see New Zealand?
Everyone can come visit New Zealand. Seriously, I get, in case you haven't noticed from my movies, from my videos, I get a little bit obsessive about my country. And I'm all like,
yeah, just a little.
No,
I
like
feel a little bit like I'm in Team America, but instead of being all like America, fuck yeah, I'm all like New Zealand, fuck yeah.
No,
and
but seriously, when somebody invites me to their country, I go. Like somebody from Germany invited me to Germany, and I went and lived with them for 2 months. Like you don't understand what you're opening yourself up to right now.
Loyalty is asking you to come to England,
I'll
Tor.
take you
You
out
need
to
to go to
dinner, but
England.
I'm not paying for your flight.
Go to England.
No. I'll pay for all my
England.
shit. I will pay you for groceries. I don't give a fuck. I just like to travel.
Oh no, I'll take you out for dinner. There's some really great restaurants actually in town. We can go get hellaciously hammered.
As soon as I pay back VidCon, I'm coming to see you.
Woohoo!
I think if I get too excited about Scotland, I become very, very stereotypical.
I want to go to Scotland
You know?
so bad. Like, I want to see my family's castle.
Your family's, yeah. I keep forgetting about that until you say it. I'm like, whoa, look who's got a castle.
Whoa.
At least to me, as
Ancestral.
an
Like,
English
obviously I'm not, like, Scottish, but ancestrally there is a castle in my lineage, apparently.
But yeah,
There's kind of an English thing about not being necessarily patriotic. Like,
Right.
no one in England cares about the royal family.
It's
No one I
patriotic
know
to not
anyway.
be patriotic.
Whereas in Canada,
You
there's
know, none of us
actually...
really care about the flag.
In Canada, there's
Only
a
do
whole...
once you leave England or if you're really old. Like, all of the English people that come down here to New Zealand, they're all like, as soon as their feet hit New Zealand soil, all of a sudden they're like, fuck yeah, England. Or like my grandfather, he like moved over here like 40 years ago and yet still had the world's strongest English accent. And every chance he got, he would talk about back in his homeland. And because my granddad played a couple of games for Man U, so he was all like, would be glued to the TV whenever a Man U game was on, and was all like, yep, my country, better than all the world, except when it came to rugby. And then he'd support the All Blacks. So.
As you should.
The reason why... Sorry, I'll shut up.
No, go
You
ahead,
go,
Jenny.
Cam.
You're not talking enough. Talk more.
Oh, I don't want to talk more.
Talk. What were you gonna? Okay, what were you gonna say, and then we'll go.
The reason why I started, like, I joined YouTube, I've been watching YouTube for about 3 years obsessively before I actually made my own account. And the reason why I made my account was because my sister was in New Zealand, traveling around and like staying in youth hostels, and I wanted to be able to contact her, and she was vlogging. And so, like, the easiest way to contact her without having enormous phone bills was actually just to comment on her videos. So that's why I started my YouTube account, was to watch her do her thing.
Oh.
She's so cool.
do you know what's really weird? Like, I think I mentioned this in my one of my recent videos, but like see, when I first started, like, because it was like you guys in Movie Club that made me start YouTube, and like I said, like I was watching you, Jenny, and Nina, and like Adam, and all that. Everyone
I thought you were in
specifically.
Movie Club before I got there.
What?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
No.
I thought you were there before Adam.
No. I was
No,
there.
Adam has been there for a while.
Yeah.
Well, because, like, I told Adam to make YouTube videos because he was unemployed and he wasn't really, like, doing anything. So I was like, well, you're good at talking about movies, so why don't you just, like, do videos? And then he found Movie Club. And then I assumed you guys were all there first.
I think my first one was Kamurai.
Mine was Adventureland.
Yeah,
My first one was Adventureland too!
Yeah, I was going to say, like, I jumped in around the same time as Adventureland and Kumari.
My first one was Vanilla Sky.
Yeah, so you
Which
were
wasn't too long before.
Yeah.
Well, it had to have been long enough, because, Jenny, don't get embarrassed, but you're the reason I started doing Movie Club. And I came back doing stuff like that.
I'm blushing again. Damn you!
I think the reason I started was actually Servatorix.
Yeah. I just loved the idea of talking about movies, and I saw all of these people who seemed really cool because I'd been subscribed to Mommy Clubber for a while, and so I was like, that's a movie I wanted to watch. Let's make a review.
The thing is, like I said in my video, it's like I was watching like Jenny and everyone in Movie Club, and then now I'm like chatting with you guys on Google
It's
Plus.
like talking to famous people, right?
So weird.
Yeah, totally is.
Remember when I emailed you, when you emailed me back, I was like, I'm starstruck. I'm sorry.
Oh wait. Oh, is it when I emailed you, Jennel? Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
I'm total starstruck. Thank you.
No way.
I was the same. My first video that I actually filmed was for Top Gun, but I'd been watching it since the beginning, and I'd made a comment about, I think it was because Handsome Quacker had been gone for a while, and then he came back, and I was like, hey, he's back, and he sent me a comment back, and I'm like, oh my god, a famous YouTubey type person is like, and that's where it all started. So like I subscribed to his channel and then subscribed to everyone else's and was talking to Grace, and Grace was like, after I put up my Top Gun video, was like, oh my gosh, you're like all bubbly and nice, you should do more videos. And I'm like, oh my god, a YouTube person is talking to me. And
oh my god,
I was the same. Yeah, it was like, yeah, I totally freaked out. At first I was like, oh my god, they're talking to me. And I was like that the first time, like, Trisha tweeted me back about something, because I'd asked her a question about whether or not, something to do with, like, smartphones, and she tweeted me back, and I'm like, holy shit, a famous person tweeted me back.
The Android OSs?
I think it was when my husband was trying to talk me into leaving iPhone and going to Samsung.
Yeah.
I can't figure out Samsung. It was too complicated for me. But Trisha was saying, no, I should probably go to Samsung, but I've ignored her and stayed on iPhone because it's like smartphones for dummies. So
I say whatever you're comfortable with, just go with it. They're all the same.
I've got a shitty Wii phone, so it really doesn't matter for me. I honestly don't care about that sort of stuff.
3 years old, so look at this piece of.
You've got a Doctor Who head. You got a Doctor Who phone.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I want one of those, but they don't
That's
make
cool.
them on my seat.
Jennel, do you have an iPhone?
Yes. I got it.
That's the fucking thing that pisses me off is iPhones have the best cases.
Oh, this is
like mine's a C3PO one. So
I
like
love it.
That's fucking cool too.
Oh yeah, that's really
the
cool.
amount of people I get that are like, oh my god, your phone is so cool, and one person was like, is it Gucci? I'm like, no, it's not Gucci.
I just have my normal pink.
Jennel, talk louder
cool.
so I can see your phone.
Yeah,
Wait, no,
Jennel's trying to say something.
No, Kathleen, this is Kathleen. It's the picture of her and her sister, right?
Best friend.
Oh, that's cool.
Friend.
Oh, that's
I got
awesome.
it, like, customized, and it was perfect. So.
I make those at work.
Really?
Yep. I make custom phone cases, but only for iPhones.
I'm following you on Twitter, yeah?
Boring.
Well, it took me a long time because not this summer, but the summer before, I did a youth theater. I was in a youth theater company, and for one of my last pay, or in the middle, I had to put a paycheck for all of my iPhone. I put the paycheck in my new iPhone because my phone that I was using just died on me. And my parents, since I'm from Texas originally, but I'm in Buffalo right now, in Buffalo, New York.
Yeah.
Okay, that explains it. Sorry,
What?
your Twitter says you're in like Niagara Falls, Texas.
Yeah.
No, but she's in the same time zone as us.
Yeah, so she's on our time zone. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm in Niagara. I'm like 5 minutes from the border right now.
Holy shit.
So you and Tor can go hang out.
Yeah, we could.
Now that she knows who you are.
Yeah. Where are you originally? Or where are you from?
I'm in North Bay, which is, I think I'm about 7 hours from the border.
Yeah. Not quite.
But
I'm like an hour.
I really want to go to Niagara Falls to check out all their haunted houses and shit.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, that's our 3-hour notification.
I'll drive to like Toronto for just to go shopping, which is a 4-hour drive. So I mean, 7 hours is not that much difference. So
Except it's
whatever.
nearly double, but whatever.
Yeah, it's cool as long as you got like a good soundtrack. You can. I'll drive for 12 hours. I don't give a fuck.
That is so weird. That is so weird to me.
It
Like-
takes
Well, if I drove for 12 hours, I could get to New York, actually.
If I drove for 12 hours, I could get to New York. I mean,
If I drove for 12 hours, I could probably get to the bottom of the country.
if I drove 12 hours that way, I could probably get to California, but maybe only Arizona. And if I drove 12 hours that way, I probably would be in Georgia or the next state over because I don't remember the other one.
it's South Carolina.
If I drove in 12
or
hours.
Alabama and South Carolina. But you can make it to me in 12 hours. I think it's only 8 hours because you're, what, Houston or something?
No. San Antonio, yeah.
So I remember
Yeah, you should be able
we
to.
road tripped it to like my orientation, and we got it was 24 hours nonstop, but like we stopped to like look at sites and all that. Oh my god.
Yeah.
We went in a huge we rented a van that's basically like the kidnapper van. It was a big white van.
Yep.
Me
They have a lot of
and
those
my
here.
My family members just like went, but it was like our road trip, our last hurrah road trip before I left.
Furthest road trip I've done was 3 days. There. I drove to Red Lake to drop off my ex-boyfriend's mom at an airport, which was to bring her to a fly-in reserve. So I had to drive 3 days north. Because in Ontario, you
That's
have to
just
drive...
snow.
What?
Isn't that just snow? Or that's Hudson Bay, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just to the Hudson's Bay.
Okay.
So there's no highway to go west straight from where I am. You have to drive...
You have to drive up and then down.
You have to drive, like 7 hours north, and then you start going west.
On the
So
11th?
you have to drive up 13 hours to drop her off at her airport to get to the fly-in reserve because there's no roads there in the summer. They only have ice roads to cross like the lakes and stuff. So we drove for 3 days north and then dropped her off, and then I did the driving back again.
That seems extremely dangerous and not great plan in Canada.
Ice roads?
Yes.
Totally normal. Don't worry about it.
Tor, when I come visit, you can drive.
I will. Don't let Adam drive. Do not let Adam drive.
Why not?
She
He's
said on the internet.
31. I'm 24. I've had my license longer than he has.
All right.
Oh. Oh, man.
When do you learn to drive over in Canada?
I started the process when I was 16.
I did mine 17, 16 going to
I'll be back in a minute, guys.
Okay, Jenny.
Uh,
Yeah, it takes 2 years before you can actually be a full licensed driver.
Oh,
If
Oh,
you
really?
start when you're 16. And you actually get better rates on your insurance if you go through a driving school, which costs like an extra $500. So you get like scheduled lessons with a driving instructor, and you go to class to learn how to drive, which Adam didn't do and I did. So.
Is it like driver's education? Driver's ed?
Yeah, but it's not taught in school ever.
Yeah, it's like outside of school. We had that at my school where it was like after school, and I just took the 5-hour, which that doesn't give you as many you don't get as much when you get your license. You have to wait a little bit longer to like have more people in your car. But that was like $20 instead of about $300, and it was 1 day for 5 hours. So I was like,
Mine was a week. A week of in class. You'd go from like 9 till I think it was 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Go from 9 till 2 or 3, and then after you did your week of in-class hours, you would have I think it was like 1 or 2 days a month, or 1 or 2 days a week for a month, where you would drive for like 1 or 3 hours. I can't remember, and then I actually rented my driver's ed car to do my tests in, but it was still like a 2-year process.
Yeah.
Because you could get your G1 and you could drive at 16 as long as you had an adult over the age of 19 who had their license for over 2 years in the front passenger seat, no people in the back under the age of 19, and then when you got your G2, you could drive at night past 9 o'clock with the same deal. I think you could have an adult in the passenger seat and then 2 passengers in the back, and then after 2 years of having your G2, you could get your full G when you could just drive however the fuck you want.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, when I got mine, I broke the system, and I was like the class before we had to do the 2-year thing, so I only had to do it we had under 18 months that I did the whole everything really quick. I broke that system.
I was like on the cusp, so it was like right before I turned 16 when I could get my license. It was like, oh, we're gonna switch it, so you have to wait 6 months and after you turn 16 and get a permit to get your license. And I was like, no, I was right there.
Oh, I beat it. I got it from the skin of my teeth. I was like, this specific class? Okay, let's go. Bye.
I took 4 years to get my full license.
Oh, Lord.
I took the absolute maximum that you possibly could. Like, I just got my full license last year.
Oh.
And I started when I was 18.
I started.
So, 18 to 23, that's how long it took me to get my full license.
Wow.
Okay, so Tor, I know that we were talking about ice roads. To put it in context, you are at 8 degrees Celsius right now. I'm at 24.
Yeah, that's like a beautiful summer day. I would be swimming in the lake right now.
What are we?
8 degrees actually. Today is an abnormally warm day. I went out today and I was like, wow, I don't need my coat.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
Normally,
Hi, Jenny.
in the middle of summer, it gets to 108 degrees Fahrenheit.
Which is...
Let me check. Because I don't want to do the math.
Before we run out of time, though, we've got a couple of questions in the Q&A.
Well, I mean, we're over time. Do we want to address those questions at all? I was just letting it go.
Like, I mean, they're pretty straightforward. Like, what we thought about Thor. Do we think Hangout?
I haven't seen it yet.
They're talking about Thor 2 Dark World. I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen it yet, which means I can't watch the latest episode of S.H.I.E.L.D. that's just come out, because apparently it follows on from Thor, and my OCD-ness will not let me watch S.H.I.E.L.D. until, someone said that it, like, follows on from it. Well, anyway, my OCD brain will not let me watch it until we go see Thor, but we were going to go see it a couple of weekends ago, but our house was like a dodgy hotbed of contagion, and we were both sick at home, and it was, so
if we're over time, should we just, like, end this
here's the thing, is
and start
whenever...
another one, or?
No. Because it gives you the 1 hour warning.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
The structure
Google
thus
Hangout can
far.
only be 4 hours long.
Yeah, the structure thus far has been we'll go 3 hours, and then we'll ask everyone if they want to keep going for some reason. We were already in the middle of a good conversation, so I just didn't ask.
Yeah.
So if we want to change over, address some questions here real quick. Kiwi, I don't know what they're talking about. The hub does not involve anything with Thor at all.
Thor, 108 is 42.2 degrees Celsius.
Are you fucking kidding me? It does not ever get that hot here.
I would sizzle. I would fry.
Yeah.
I don't go outside.
That is like, I'm not leaving my house. I'm shutting the windows and putting the air conditioning on and eating ice cubes all day.
Holy.
Okay. Let's knock out these questions real quick, though. Everybody say what they want about Thor?
I like Thor a lot.
You think
Haven't
Thor's
seen
hot?
it yet.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for it.
There was more merit to it than just hot.
That wasn't my point. Okay, so everyone thinks Thor's hot. He's got a hammer. It's good time.
The penis. The hammer is my penis.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Except then I thought I can't say that on the internet.
Like, wait, how does that thing? No.
The hammer is a hammer. It's just a hammer.
So, what I got
Homeward Bound.
Like the dog movie?
Yeah, the dog movie.
I don't know.
I've never seen it.
Wait, is Homeward Bound the one with the dogs?
Yes.
Yeah,
the cat.
Talking animals that run home.
And she goes over the waterfall, and it's terrifying. It's
I
so
love
sad.
that film.
No.
I really liked it when I was little.
Haven't
I haven't watched it in a while.
I haven't seen it either.
I didn't like it when I saw it.
And Chance gets the porcupine quills in
Am
his
I-
face, and then Shadow falls into the
Okay.
railroad tracks, and he can't get out, and he says, I'm too old, and then the
I think
kid's
you're
like,
focusing on the
"Where's
sad things
Shadow?"
about it.
Well,
I
where
think-
the hell
this
were
is
they that
family,
they
that's not
framed
very
a
happy.
porcupine?
Okay, let me go.
Sorry.
They got lost.
Well, where are
No, the
porcupines in
family-
the U.S.?
The family left their pets at a farm to take care of while they went on vacation, and the pets thought like they had to find their way back to their family. So they start like making this grandiose journey back to the house, and Chance gets porcupined in the face, and then gets caught by like the pet rescue people, and they like surgically remove the porcupine quills from his face, and then Chancey and Shadow have to rescue him from the shelter, and
I think you're
I've watched
focusing
this
on
movie too many times.
Bad film.
I think you're very well versed in this film. I think maybe.
No, yeah, it's a good movie, and I like the voice acting and everything in it. I did not realize that porcupines were native to North America and on such a broad scale, because it's like all the west, like everything west of Nebraska and Texas, starting right above North Dakota, and then all of Canada.
I don't go outside.
Hell yeah, we have porcupines all over the place.
So what's the difference between a porcupine and a hedgehog?
Porcupine will fuck your shit up.
Dogs are precious.
Porcupines are much larger, and then they have barbed quills, where hedgehogs are little tiny things that just
Hedgehogs are so
poke
cute.
you.
We got those
Hedgehogs are
hedgehogs.
adorable, but they freak my dog out. He doesn't know what to make of them.
Yeah,
Confused.
hedgehogs won't actually hurt you, whereas porcupines will actually put spikes in your face if you're a dog.
Yeah.
Well, that's not very nice. That's rather rude.
I much prefer
Well,
hedgehogs
yeah.
myself.
Hedgehogs are
Judy,
cute.
my housemate, used to, there was a hedgehog that burrowed down the bottom of our garden, and she used to bring the hedgehog in and, like, feed it and treat it like a pet, and she'd, like, wear, like, oven gloves and, like, stroke it, and then she'd buy cat food to feed this hedgehog that she just brought in. It would, like, just wander around our sitting room. It was like, there's a hedgehog.
I know people who have hedgehogs as pets.
I'm thinking we're gonna start filming our next video.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Strangers.
Are you going?
What?
We're going.
Okay.
We're gonna film our next video. For our next
Okay, Jennel, I don't know if you watched the other ones, but do a proper sign-off for us. Let us know who you are and what you do and where to find you.
Okay, well, I'm Jennel Smiles, or Jennel Pineda, and I make movie reviews. You're going to see a video with me and Kathleen McCary. Follow her on Tumblr. What's your Tumblr?
Oh God, the girl in the red pants.tumblr.com.
And
Yes, we can see it. Sorry.
And I go to school. We go to school in Niagara Falls, and can't wait to see you guys later.
Okay.
All right.
Jennel, thanks so much.
Nice talking to you, Jennel, and
Nice
Lady
talking
Cat
to you.
Macaron.
I'll subscribe to your channel because apparently I haven't.
Oh, my channel is youtube.com/JennelSmile. So
I'll stay subscribed to your channel. Okay.
Thank you. I will as well. Back at you.
Bye, ladies.
Bye.
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 Okay, so I think we're done.
Oh
with
my
the
god, she's so
sound.
adorable.
She is adorable.
She is adorable.
Okay,
She can
sure.
sing too.
Yeah.
Saw that.
Oh yeah, I saw that video as well. Yeah, really good.
Real good blocking too when they were doing their back and forth. I was impressed by that.
Yeah, I like how we're paying Jennel compliments after she's gone now. We probably should have done this when she was here.
Yeah, we're always like, oh, Jennel's so cool. Her hair is so pretty. She's gone.
Usually it's the
Can't hear
opposite
you.
of that when somebody leaves.
Why is this person in our...
For realsy, she has nice hair.
Wait, what, Nina?
Oh yeah, it was very late.
Face cam and more?
What?
I don't know what's going on there. I'm trying to get rid of bad ones. Yeah, see, I'm not a big fan of this question and answer thing. I'd almost rather just pay attention to the comment stream.
Yeah.
I
Is
can't
that a-
do anything else. I can't even open Google Effects or I will end this call. My internet
yeah,
is
don't
so
do that.
shite.
Don't do it, Liam.
I won't. I'll try.
Somebody's saying don't leave. They only want you here.
Well, I think they were talking to Jennel, but
Oh.
Okay.
No. It was me.
but no, I think people think that the question bar is the comment section, and they don't realize that they're different.
Yeah.
Where's the comments?
Then again, we did that cam on Nina's video, didn't we?
Is that what we were doing?
Yeah, we were chatting away in the comment section.
Well, in the comment section,
but-
but was it with the question and answer, Nina?
No.
Okay, so it was the comments. That's
Yeah.
good.
We made that.
I had a separate window open with the comment section, so I could
Oh, wait,
see what
can
you
we-
guys were talking about.
Yeah.
So are we talking the comments on the YouTube thing?
Yeah.
On the
Yeah.
YouTube video.
Yeah, I've got it open on another computer just so I can pay attention to it. And the last thing
Yeah,
is
I've got mine open on the tablet so I can keep track of what's going on.
great minds, Kiwi.
I did
Okay.
a shitty
wait.
laptop.
But the
I don't
last
know if
comments
this-
from Lord of the Rings. Sorry, go ahead.
I don't know if this is rude or not, but I would like to hear some things from Jenny because I haven't talked to her before, and I'm sure we all have like questions for her.
Yeah.
I'm
Sweet
really
and
not a
quiet.
very interesting person.
Oh, bullshit.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Nonsense, my dear. Nonsense.
Everybody's interesting.
Your cheeks change color at will.
I don't think I'm interesting either, but if any of you people think I am, then I'm honored by that.
Well, obviously we're all interesting, but like I haven't talked to Jenny before, so like I don't know, like what's your favorite kind of tea? I don't know. Like
Normal tea.
Try to get rid of-
I
what?
I
But like
like
what
Earl
is?
Grey and Lady Grey and chocolate tea. I have New Zealand chocolate tea. My sister brought home chocolate tea from New Zealand, which is amazing.
Hell's
We're
yeah.
a very
Although I don't have it very often. What was that? I didn't quite
We're
hear
a
that.
very classy breed down here.
Yeah, very classy.
Yeah, we can tell.
I like tea, all kinds. I sometimes if I'm on the sofa and I'm watching videos or watching movie club videos, I have my own breakfast tray with like my own teapot. And that is not an English thing. That's just a me thing. But, like I'll have the milk jug and a cup. And
No, I'm
a
down
pot
for
of tea
that.
to
I make
myself.
pots of tea for myself too, so don't. Yeah.
Oh, that's similar to what I do. Like, that's like a very English thing, but not many other English people do it. Where like, I am similar, where I sometimes sleep in my kilt, but like, no other Scottish person does that.
Liam's just like, I need to be Scottish.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of the implications of that.
What?
I'm just trying to keep all comments to myself because given the amount of
about your
alcohol,
Because
they're not going to be good.
the
So I'm-
The one Scottish quote that I know, the one Scottish quote that I can say is about kilts, and
I
that
think I
gives you
know
a
what you mean.
range for what it's about and why I'm very nervous about saying it on the internet.
So I'm like, I'm not wearing any underwear under my kilt.
That is the
I
stereotype.
won't quote it here. I'll wait till the video, but it basically is along those lines.
Yeah.
That is the stereotype.
I could show you how to do a handstand with my kilt fly up.
Blowing beneath your nether regions.
That's from Braveheart, my friend, isn't it?
Yep.
Have you
Quote that
seen?
movie.
Is it Carry On Up the Khyber or something? It's one of the Carry On films where the entire army's wearing kilts, and then that's how they defeat the opposing army because they just run and everything shows.
Yep.
Is it
The opposing army is like, oh my god.
Exactly. It's basically that.
That's how we solve school fights. You know, fights in the school. That's how we do it as well.
Just whoever shows their junk first wins.
So basically, Scotland's just a huge version of my brain's gone blank.
A very awkward.
We were talking about it earlier. What's the chat thing?
Oh, chat roulette.
No,
Chat.
chat roulette.
Chat roulette. It's all
Bunch
just
of dick pics.
penises.
That's the best description of Scotland ever.
Explaining.
Yep. Just constant chat roulette. Yeah.
In all fairness, no, I've been to Scotland and it's beautiful. I love it up there.
Depends where you go, to be honest.
Okay, so are we answering this question?
Well, Tor wanted to talk to Jenny, and I like hearing Jenny talk, so I didn't argue.
Okay.
But I
don't like hearing me talk.
That's okay, Jenny. We do.
It's so weird hearing myself talk because I'm like la 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 all the time.
I've gotten used to it. I'll be honest. I don't like it. Like I'm not just gonna be like, yeah, listen to me. But it doesn't affect me anymore.
No, like it's not even in my videos. Like if I'm watching my videos, that's fine. But especially like here, like there are times where I feel like I'm overtaking the hangout, and I'm like,
I don't mind that because you have the most experience out of any of us with YouTube and vlogging and whatever. So I don't mind defaulting to you, especially. But yeah, let's redirect it. Let's get these last two questions out with, and then we can ignore it.
Yes, I think the second Hunger Games will be better than the first.
Well, I was gonna say it's two parts. Did you like the first Hunger Games?
Yes, I did.
And then do you think the second one will be better? And I guess third would be why, but...
Yes. Well, I guess there's another question tacked in there is, did you read the books?
Yeah, that's my problem is I, to my shame, haven't read the books yet. So watching the first film, although in its own right it was a relatively good film, I think there's a lot of stuff that I was missing because I haven't read the books. So there was some stuff that was either out of context or because with a film you have a lot more jumping around. I think the books, especially in the Hunger Games arena, it's all from Katniss's perspective, so it doesn't matter where the dogs come from, but like when you're watching it and you dart around, you're like, how does this technology work? Is this holographic, or is this, did they just put mutant dogs in there, or like
that was my beef, because they had technology that could create like things, like living beings, but they had these super poor districts that couldn't find food.
Yeah.
That's
Have you read the books?
Yeah, you have to read the book.
Sorry.
To understand that part of it.
If you don't read the books, the movies really don't make that much sense.
I still like it.
That's the problem I've had.
I still like it. I think the second one will be better for just on a production standpoint.
Just seeing what they have in the trailers and seeing like so much of the Capitol that wasn't in the books but would really have added to the books, it looks like it's going to be amazing.
You know what, though? The part about the Capitol that I feel like they need to put in the movie, I haven't seen it yet, because it's not out here yet. I don't know. Is it out there for you guys? Okay.
I'm seeing Hunger Games tomorrow.
It's not out here until Thursday.
It's not out here until Thursday either, but I'm going to the media screening, so...
Because you're special. You can't tell us these things.
Another reason why I'm so jealous of you.
But, like, I feel like if they don't put this into the movie, then it... Like, to me, when I read the books, like I wasn't a huge fan of the second book. I found it got quite drawn out and kind of boring. And then the third book was like, what the fuck? But the second book, if they don't have the part where the people at the party in the capital are drinking these vials of liquid that make them throw up their food.
Yeah.
I felt like that was the most like telling factor of these people, because there's the capital where they drink these drinks that make them puke up the food that they just ate so they can eat more, whereas in all these other districts people are starving. Like that was the hugest like total juxtaposition of like this lifestyle versus this lifestyle, and it's just like it doesn't make sense to anybody who is from the districts, but to people from the capital, they don't understand what starving means, you know?
Yeah.
Okay. So sorry.
I think that makes a really good point, is that with the books you get so much more of the history in it, and they kind of glossed over that fact in the movie, that which was super important to see, like, why this was all happening.
Yeah. Yeah, because without the context, you're like, well, why the fuck is this one city, like, telling other cities to make people fight to the death in this weird game show?
Yeah.
I just viewed it as a sort of like, this is how this world operates, deal with how it works, just appreciate what's going on within that world, sort of thing. That's how, because I didn't read the books at all. And with the way that
make more sense.
Right.
Yeah, but given just the perspective of just the movie without the books, you kind of have to roll with it.
Yeah.
And you find that in a lot of things, like, not to harp on Red versus Blue, but that was one of the things I thought about, like, with that, is you don't need the context of everything. You just have to go with, these guys are supposed to be fighting those guys, and everyone hates each other. Go.
Didn't they deal with that in the first episode or something, didn't? Right? It's like, why are we fighting these guys? We're just talking,
Or it's like,
whereas, like, Harry Potter,
Yeah.
if you don't read the books, you have no fucking clue what's happening in the movie.
For the first 3 movies, you can watch the movies without...
Oh, yeah.
Without reading the book at all, but starting with, like, movie 4, they kind of started shying away from that.
Yeah.
Well, because they cut out 2/3 of the book. They needed 2 movies for book 4.
And
Yes.
in 6 and 7, like, if you haven't read the book, it's not going to make fucking sense.
Yeah.
No.
As somebody who has not read the last 2 books of that series, agreed. I have no fucking clue what the last 3 movies were about.
Like, the production value on those is superior, but, like, you don't fucking know what the storyline is because you don't get all of it.
They were fantastic movies, I just didn't know what was happening.
Jenny, are you going to sleep?
Not quite.
You look very comfortable.
She's just laying down.
Where did Chris go?
She dropped off. I don't know what to do.
Oh, no.
She got. People have been dropping out and getting back in. I'll try to send her an invite for this last half hour or whatever. But no, as far as Harry Potter
I'm
goes,
going to live with her for 2 months, right? I'm going.
But as far as Harry Potter goes, what should have happened was they should have done an animated series, and they'll probably do this eventually, and just redo it, like, from book 1 to book 7. That way they can pace everything properly. They don't have to try to shove it into a movie.
I don't know whether or not you guys probably haven't seen this, but there is an absolutely amazing piece of artwork, which is all of the characters. It's like this huge banner scrolling down all the characters from the Harry Potter series, but as anime characters.
Yeah,
and it's amazing.
I think I've seen
and it captures the characters in, like, when you're watching the movie, because they're actors, like, sometimes the characters aren't like how you imagined, or they have certain character traits, like, Daniel Radcliffe's eyes are obviously blue and not green, and that sort of thing. And, like, when you see it in the anime format, you really get that specificness. So it's caricaturish, so it's really specific to what it's like in the book, and it's much more kind of in key with how you imagine it. So I really love that. And there's another one for Game of Thrones, which is basically exactly the same thing. It's like a huge thing. You've got to scroll down it. It's amazing.
Don't talk about Game of Thrones.
Why?
Okay.
I haven't seen past the first season, and I haven't finished reading the books yet.
I've seen the first 2 seasons, but no books at all.
And I actually
I have
plan
not
to read and watch, so don't tell me the ending. I'm
reading them at the moment, so
I'm reading it shortened, so I
either
haven't
blue.
spoiled it for myself.
I'm reading them at the moment. They're really good.
I've caught up with the TV series, but I've not read the books. Every single time I go around to my friend's house, he tries to chuck the books at me, just trying to make me read the books.
The book is so much, the book is better than the show, and the show is amazing.
Yeah.
I just don't own it. Otherwise I would be reading it whenever I'm on the treadmill or whatever the fuck,
Right.
My sister bought me the box set of the books for my birthday, and it's taken me so long to read them. I think I'm on book 4, and that's since August. So
You need to read them.
it's so good.
See, one of my friends has got one of the very first editions of the first Game of Thrones book. No, I don't know what the first one's called.
They've been
Game
out
of Thrones.
It's called.
No,
Game
oh,
of
right, okay.
Thrones.
Yeah, the series is called Book of Fire and Ice, right?
Yeah,
Song of Ice and Fire.
Songs
Okay.
of Fire and Ice.
But yeah, they got the first book, and that's the first edition. It's going for something like £400.
Yeah, it's been
online.
out for, I want to say, eons. I mean, it's been out for a while.
3 years.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I think it's been out for
Well,
longer than that because
I'm just basing that on the fact that when I first
it.
read it, I was living with my brother, and that was before I met Adam, and I've been living with Adam for almost 2 years, so 3 years.
I mean, we're on season
Maybe
3
longer.
of the show, so the books have been out for at least 2.5 years.
Yeah.
Just a second. I'm
Hey.
pulling
Chris.
here right now.
Kiwi's
Let's
back.
go back.
Hey, Kiwi.
Okay, so real quick, because we just hit the 30-minute warning.
1996.
Oh,
Okay. Oh,
The
wow.
books have been out. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
I didn't hear of them till 2 years ago.
Well, I know it's been out for a while because I know that every single time there's a gap between books, the fan uprising is ridiculous.
Yeah.
So, the reason, there's a load of fans who are like, we're never ever going to get a final series of Game of Thrones because the books are not going to be done in time.
Right.
By the time we've caught up with the series, the last book isn't going to be written because George R.R. Martin takes his time.
That's
Yeah,
which is
how I
understandable.
felt.
You know what, though? I feel like I would be way more willing to wait for that story than for Harry Potter.
That's
Yes.
how I felt about
Yes.
Sherlock.
Mm.
I'm gonna just jump right back
Season
in
for Sherlock. It's gonna
and
come
agree.
out. Sherlock
Take
is
it.
gonna come out January.
Oh, Sherlock. Oh,
So
I
good.
I'm
love
excited about
Sherlock.
it.
I love Sherlock.
Sherlock's
good.
awesome.
Yeah.
It's been 3 years practically. I'm like, I just want more Sherlock.
I wholeheartedly agree with you.
Sherlock is good with Cumberbatch.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cumberbatch.
Yeah.
Also, side note, really, really awesome, ridiculous name.
Yeah.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
right?
Oh yeah.
I will watch anything he is ever in,
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah, he'll be one of those. Okay, real quick, 50 Shades of Grey, hit or miss, just yes or no?
Ugh, miss.
Because
Never read it.
Don't want to read it.
Don't
Never.
know.
it does not
Mm-mm.
portray
Miss,
things in
yeah.
the correct light.
I think I read about a chapter and a half of it. Just whipped it open in the middle. And the writing was so bad, I just, could not do it. And I might possibly watch bits of the movies just because I like the guy who they've picked to play, I don't even know what his name is, Christian Grey or something.
Grey.
Because he's the guy who was in Once Upon a Time as the sheriff.
Oh, okay.
The huntsman. Is the
I can see
huntsman.
that.
Yeah. In the first season, and he's a really hot model as well, like really hot.
I know.
So-
My sister got into
for a while, but
Oh,
Jenny?
Jenny.
My sister was really into Once Upon a Time, and then they killed him. Spoiler alert. And she immediately was like, "No, I can't watch Once Upon a Time anymore." And then I carried on.
You ruined the whole series.
She didn't tell you
No, I'm
how.
kidding. Go ahead. Sorry.
It was.
I don't have cable, so don't worry about it.
Just kidding.
honestly, how he gets killed is much more of a spoiler than
Oh yeah.
Yeah, good point.
Sorry about that.
I kind of felt that way about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. for a minute because
Oh no.
they had the thing where the nerdy girl was gonna die.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, if they'd killed her, I would have rage quit.
Oh, I would be.
Yeah, I was like, there's very little time, or like keeping it together. If they killed a character, and especially her, because she's kind of my favorite.
Yeah, the English
Yeah,
girl.
she's my favorite.
Yeah,
Sky could go. They could get rid of Sky.
Gemma
And
Simmons.
yeah, and you know what? Like, and Grace has been leading with this too. Is that like Sky's supposed to be the hot girl? No, I think the nerd girl's the cute one.
I like.
which one is
Oh, boy.
she? Fitz or is she Simmons? Like I can't figure
Gemma
that out.
Simmons.
She's the Simmons.
Yeah, Simmons.
She's Simmons.
Simmons to his Fitz. Got
Fitz
it.
and Simmons are adorable.
See when I just fake stormed off just there. I threw my microphone away, and then the clip that clips onto my shirt just went in my bucket of KFC. I can't find it.
Just keep eating, man. Keep eating. You'll find it.
I have to hold it now.
Cam, should we answer this question?
This is the last question I want to ask. I think we kind of did this earlier, but everybody just pick one movie that's in your top whatever. No ties or anything. I'm going to go with Sweeney Todd.
Oh, good one. I would say...
Serenity.
What?
Jenny?
Which one again?
Serenity.
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh.
So
I can't pick.
Well,
Yeah.
I'd say my ultimate favorite movie is either Gone with the Wind or 12 Angry Men.
Oh,
What's
12
up, yeah?
Angry Men. That's a good one.
I haven't seen that.
I'm
I
not
don't
taking a
remember
period piece.
Oh my god,
A
if
Knight's
you haven't
Tale.
seen 12 Angry Men, you have to watch it.
A
It's
Knight's
so-
Tale?
I will.
I
Knight's
agree with
Tale?
that. That is an excellent movie.
Yes.
I haven't seen it yet, but I've heard like everyone singing its praises constantly, so I will.
That's a good one.
It's a good movie.
It's because of
Really
Heath
fun
Ledger,
movie.
because he died. All his movies got a lot of press.
And he was
You,
hot anyways.
I liked that movie before he died. He was a terrible man.
It's a great movie when he did, and Heath Ledger was a phenomenal actor, and like
He
I
was.
didn't even realize who he was until 10 Things About You, and I was like,
That one's good too.
yeah.
I know him
I
from
liked
A Knight's
Heath
Tale.
Ledger before 10 Things I Hate About You. I think it was Raw. I can't remember. Was it the TV show or the movie? But it was. I think it was mostly down here in the Southern Hemisphere that people knew him before 10 Things I Hate About You. But
Yeah.
I've always loved Heath Ledger. He was just so talented.
So good.
I remember the first thing I saw him in was A Knight's Tale, and I was watching that when I was a teenager with a very special girl in my life, and only thing that she could
You're
say about him
practically
was
still
that
a teenager, Liam.
yeah. But the only thing she said like, throughout the whole thing was how good looking he was, and I get so intimidated by him. It's like, thank you. I was a very needy kid, apparently.
So, Tor, did you get a pick in?
I don't know if this was like a stupid one or what, but I am going to say The Yellow Submarine.
Man,
I've
you
never
must
seen
be-
It's a Beatles cartoon musical.
Oh, is it a full-length feature film though?
Yep.
Okay. I'll allow it.
You'll allow it, you better. I'm not changing it.
Yeah, this is all it.
I don't think I said one. I think Seraphim Falls, if I haven't already mentioned that before.
Seraphim.
Seraphim.
Yeah,
Haven't
Seraphim.
heard.
It's the one with-
I know the word, but I haven't heard the movie.
It's it's Liam Neeson and Pierce Brosnan. Liam Neeson it's a western about them two. Liam Neeson is chasing Pierce Brosnan for
Done.
committing horrible
No,
war
I'm
crimes
in.
against them.
I'm in.
I'm watching it. I'm watching it.
Do it. It's one of my favorite. It's either that or Boondock Saints is my favorite movie. of
Oh
all time.
no!
Duck Saints. Yes.
Boondock Saints, oh no!
I'm sorry. The part where they kill the cat is the funniest part in the entire movie.
I
Oh,
love that
still haven't
film.
seen Boondock Saints.
Which is it's
Oh,
funny.
horrible movie, Trevor.
I
So
watched
sorry.
no. Yeah, I've never watched it either.
It's
I love
funny
it.
that you mentioned Boondock Saints because those guys from that movie are like professional con goers now.
That's excellent.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's Daryl in Walking Dead now, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I am
Norman
so waiting
Reedus.
for Norman Reedus to turn up to our convention down here. But we were going to have the governor this year, but he ended up not coming. But I'm waiting for Norman Reedus to turn up, and I will fight any of the other guest minders just so that I can have the opportunity to beat
Wait. Do you mean the governor like Arnold Schwarzenegger?
No. There's a
Governor.
character
You mean
in The
David
Walking
Murphy.
Dead called the Governor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Morrissey.
And that was such a poor. I no offense to the guy because I'm sure he's a good actor, but that was such a poor representation of the governor, by the script at least.
Yeah.
If you've read the comic book, he doesn't come close.
No.
Oh, it's so intense in the books.
Still though, I think if you don't compare them, I thought he did a fantastic job as a villain.
He does a good job. And his acting is good, but the script he was given is my problem.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think.
It wasn't him. It was the script.
See, that's what I like. I like how you identified it as like it's the script's fault, not the actor's fault. Because I really hate it when like actors are blamed for crappy scripts that they're given. You know.
Yeah, and you really have to identify if it's just they acted perfectly for what they were given, and what they were given was shit, or if their acting wasn't up to the role.
Yeah.
I'm deleting these questions. We're not doing any more questions.
I don't really understand the questions that are there, so...
No. We probably should go ahead and sign off, or at least stop the broadcast. I don't mind talking a little bit afterwards.
Yeah, we can still talk to each other.
Yeah,
I actually have to go.
Well, okay, let's wrap up the broadcast and do sign-offs. Tor, do you want to go ahead and get us started, and we'll go on to Jenny and Liam?
I'm Tor! You should subscribe, because I'm the bestest ever. Except these guys are all really cool, too, so they're the bestest ever as well.
But Tor, where can we subscribe to you at?
Tor's Times, obviously.
What if we want to tweet at you?
Also Tor's Times. Just search Tor's Times, like Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter. Same thing. Just do it.
Cool.
Be my fan. I don't have any.
You have
I'm your
me.
fan.
I'm your fan.
Tux loves you.
I love your cat, even though I'm allergic. I love him through the screen.
Holla.
Okay. Who is it now?
Next person.
Jenny.
I feel awkward.
Hi, I'm Jenny, aka Classy Librarian. My YouTube channel is Took It Home to Jenny, and I have a Twitter which I am starting to use occasionally, and it's terrifying, but I'm doing that. So that's Took It Home to Jen, because I didn't have enough letters to do Took It Home to Jenny. And
oh my god, you're the cutest
longest
person
time.
ever.
all of that.
She is adorable.
I want to, like, hug you.
Can't hug it.
I just want to punch your cheeks. Yo, punch your little cheeks. Yo.
They're glowing
My
red.
cheeks are red enough already. You don't need to pinch them. Okay. Anyway, that's my info.
Okay, Liam.
Thank you for watching, Internet people.
I am Servatorix on YouTube and Twitter, though I'm called @this Servatorix on Twitter. I'm also Servatorix on Facebook. My real name is Liam, and please subscribe to everything I've got going on if you haven't already.
I will.
Okay.
Thank you, Tor. Thanks, people.
Kiwi Chris.
Kiwi.
Me? Yes, it's me, NZ Chris Girl on YouTube, not What do you guys say? NZ? No, NZ. NZ Chris
They say
Girl.
NZ, which is wrong.
No, NZ Chris Girl on YouTube. Subscribe to me because I have very wavering self-esteem issues, and the more people that sub to me, the better I'll feel about myself. And I'm on Twitter as well at Kiwi Chris Jones. So come find me and say hi. I'm a bit of a prolific Twitterer.
Go subscribe to her. Let her know how good she is.
Subscribe.
Nina.
Okay, is it me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Hi, I'm Nina. You can subscribe to my YouTube account at Vlogged Like Nina. You can subscribe to my Twitter at DFTBADarling, my Tumblr at Pirate Queen Nina. Go look at one of my videos. All the links are in the description. There are like a million links.
I'm already subscribed to Pirate Life Nina.
Pirate Queen, but yes.
Pirate Queen.
Oh, I didn't know. I'm gonna go subscribe to that actually. I haven't.
Tumblr.
I don't keep up with Tumblr.
Oh,
Sorry.
no, Tumblr, okay.
Yeah, she got my inundated, like, long, I'm scrolling Tumblr. Hey, that's great.
All right.
I read it when I'm at the gym.
I'm Kamurai. Thanks so much for watching. You can find me with all these lovely people on YouTube reviewing movies for SourceFed Nerd. My channel is Jam on Toast 528. You can find my personal channel, HTKB, and I have a game review channel on Gaming Division 528 as well. You can find me on Twitter at Kamurai25. And come check out, please subscribe to all these beautiful people that are here with me and took the time out to hang out today. Thanks for everybody who wanted to watch, and thank all of you guys for all the wonderful videos.
You call me beautiful.
And thank you, Chris, for hosting us, because you're so fantastic.
Thank you.
A very good job, and we love him for it. Mwah.
Yeah, he puts up with us. Mwah.
Mwah.
TV broadcast. God.
Do a good job.